Hello, everybody. We are here. I hope everyone is doing well. How you want to say anything?
Hey, I'm here.
Okay. So, hello, Lauren. It's nice to see you on here. And hello. Oh, yeah, Mama Sue. I like that.
Yeah, I know.
Sue
Oh,
and
somebody new?
J Mars.
Yeah.
Hello, J Mars.
Yeah.
And
Happy Saturday.
Yes, happy Saturday. Hi. And Matthew, happy thoughts. CO visit, and thank you very much, Colin, for your donation. We really appreciate that. David
Here's somebody.
and Dallas.
Oh, is that Dallas? Yeah.
And let's see who else.
Happy thoughts?
Yeah, I said that.
Who's
How
this?
was everyone's week? Yes, that's what someone was asking. Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
It's true. And happy thoughts. Thank you also for always having really great information to share with us.
Javier.
Hello, Javier. Not going to get tired of saying it. Not a religion. Oh, let's see. Not a religion. It's a cult. Okay. Yeah.
That is a fact. Colin.
Oh, thank you, Colin.
And Maverick. Hey, Maverick.
Maverick. Hello. Howdy, partners.
He's been listening to Thin Lizzy Cowboy song.
I like that name.
Colin. Everybody's here. All of our friends.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
I am just a cowboy.
Of course, we're just here to. Oh, right. I did not put the link for the to come on the stage yet, but we will do that at some point soon. I forgot to do that, but I will add that in the chat.
And what was our theme today?
So our theme today, of course, we really just like to have you come on here and tell us your thoughts on anything that you want to share. Like anything that's bothering you, anything that's on your mind. But it was about
from fear to freedom.
Yeah, from freedom to fear. I mean, sorry, from fear to freedom. Let me see. It's
your mind after Watchtower indoctrination. Oh, that's a really good subject.
Yes. Reclaiming your mind after Watchtower indoctrination. Okay. So
that's really hard because of the coercive persuasion that they use and the repetitive nature of their indoctrination is really hard to overcome.
Yes. Hello, is it David? I think I did say that. Yep. Cheers to everyone. Yes.
Cheers.
Clink, clink. Oh yeah, Jeff is missing. Matthew says,
man, where is Jeff? We had Simon now in 2 weeks.
Well, he was here last time.
Oh, was he? Okay.
My brain is part of my mind. Is my brain part of my mind because it hurts a lot. I like that. That's cute. Yeah. So of course, we don't have to, stick to this subject the whole time. It's just something to start off with. Oh, Esty's here. Oh, I didn't see. Hello, Esty. And
down one. You missed her. There she is.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, I think it's a good question to ask people. Hi, Cedric. We have a Cedric here.
Oh, cool. Hey, Cedric.
Is about what do you do after you leave Watchtower? What are you supposed to do with your life now? Because that's what we all want to know. Okay, well, if this isn't true, so now, what am I supposed to do now? And I do think we all have those questions. What are we supposed to do? When we figure out we've been lied to, we all want to know what truth is. And of course, the truth is not everybody has all the answers, and we have to be okay with that.
Well, I'd like to say I'm glad to see Cedric and Cedric and Javier here today, by the way. People I'm not used to seeing.
Hi, Jay. why it's showing up like they're...
Oh, Cedric is CJ.
Oh, yes, hi. And let's see. Oh, okay. Javier's from Florida. That's cool.
84 degrees, man. I'm jealous.
Yes. And then we have one.
Jane Spitfire's here.
Oh, hey. Hi, Jane. And we also have one. Is it one Kev or Kev X? Jehovah's Witnesses who leave need to be retaught the Bible, and that's the solution. So that's what Kev suggests. And Happy Thought says that we need to start learning. Yeah.
Look what James just said.
I don't know.
It's right here.
Oh, let's see.
It's down. There it is.
Okay, so she has some new stuff. My sister is active. They remodeled their Kingdom Hall and only 20 at the meeting showed up. Told her, get ready. Watchtower will be selling it.
Yep.
Probably so, because I don't know how in the world 20 people can be maintaining that.
Maverick, you hit the nail, man. Rebuilding after a mental prison we were in. That's true, man, because it's what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, you tell somebody something over and over. Read this, repeat this. Read this, repeat this. Read this, repeat this. That's all it is. Rinse, repeat, over and over. You dedicate yourself. If you're doing something for the organization, you're doing it for Jehovah. God and organization are the same. It is Jehovah. Mm-hmm. And you keep telling people that, and you only listen to the governing body because who has a direct line to Jehovah God? The governing body. And it's an indoctrination. It is a cult indoctrination. And it totally it engulfs your mind and takes over everything about you. And it becomes scary to try to think for yourself or get outside of that. And when you do, you have to rewire yourself. And that's where it becomes difficult. And you need a support group.
That's true. So David says his thoughts are that
David Rita.
Yeah, we should follow our heart, even though the governing body says the contrary, and to be pass on goodness, kindness to others, and to be true to yourself and others. That's some good suggestions for sure. Yeah, it's all about being kind and loving one another. Okay. I got a call today from, what is that? Deep in the heart of the JW order. I went to top tier psychologists who specialize in parapsychology and human spirituality, who are eclectic using scientific method.
Cool.
Wow. Pretty deep.
Watchtower JW is like Alcatraz.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Booker T, thanks for coming in. Yes, I agree with you that it is like Alcatraz.
Yeah.
For sure.
No doubt.
Mentally, of course. Hello, T'Challa.
Howdy.
Sorry. Last thing we need is more dogs barking around here. Hello, T'Challa. Thanks for coming on. Oh.
Happy Thoughts. It's Alice again. I just recently left.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you were able to leave and recently, and that's good. And that's the hard part again is like, you know, what do we do now? So I personally, I love to research. I love to learn. And I think, you know, learning is definitely good, because the JWs will tell you have to stick to only this little information over here, and you can't read outside of that. And that's a problem, because you're not able to really learn that way.
Jane, that's actually a good point too. Do something with your time. Don't let the news overcome your emotions. Yes. Thinking Armageddon's right around the corner. That's another thing they use to keep you in fear. Because remember, fear, obligation, and guilt. That's the three things cults use over and over and over.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Also, the bite model. We all know that.
Oh, Maverick, you like our little demo skit that we did? Yeah.
That was all her ideas. So
yeah.
That's all her.
We need to get some more shorts out there. That'll be our next little thing to do.
I like the other one you come up with, the one with Poltergeist 2. The little skit you did.
Well, it was like
The little short.
We didn't do a skit. It was just like
just this short.
all we did was just take a little information from the Poltergeist movie, because basically it was about a cult leader and he was dead.
Who made some people Jim Jones theirself? Who was it that used that Jim Jones herself? Whoever said that, that was priceless.
Someone said that.
I'm going to start using that every time.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and let's see. Hi, Stian. Stian is here. Okay. Booker T, I heard that JW's won their shunning policy in Norway. So disfellowshipping continues. Oh, okay. I was wondering about that. I knew that they were going to court over that, and I guess it's going to continue this disfellowshipping. It's really annoying. I would say that's why they changed the name to Removed. And I was just reading an article that the Watchtower, it was in one of their latest Watchtowers, about do Jehovah's Witnesses
hold on, Joey.
shun, I think it was something like that. And now, of course, they use the word removed instead of disfellowship.
Yeah, I thought the JW, the Norway thing's not until January. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, it's okay. Mama Sue wants to know if I'm going to dress up for Halloween. Yeah, that's a goal. Probably the Maleficent thing again. Yes. Next Friday.
No, they haven't lost again, no.
So, okay. Did JWs lose? Because someone is saying they did.
All right, they lost.
That they won.
The JWs lost the first one. Now it's under appeal, and it goes to the Supreme Court in January, I think it is. And the laws, there's been some amendments made to the laws too, so really makes it really hard for them. Yeah, and they've been given a lot of the special books. February, that's right. You're right. Happy Thoughts. It's in February, not January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the Supreme Court, because they did lose the first round in March, but now it got sent to the Supreme Court, and it'll be February. Yes.
Yeah. It
was originally January, now it's February. And there's addendums to the law that pretty much seal that deal. Grow, what's up, Grow?
And Stian says removed like a skin cancer. I know.
Yep.
It's kind of how they see you. And Jeff is here. He's driving, so he's listening. Okay.
Jeff, well, thanks,
Jeff, for coming in. We appreciate that very much. We always like having you here.
Where'd you see Jeff?
He's in the comments.
Okay.
I wish you guys.
Jenny? Hey, Jenny.
Oh, Javier says, I wish you guys God's love and guidance, more programs like this along the way for more information. Yeah. Hope and pray the more people open their eyes. God bless all. Oh, well, that was very nice. Yeah. Hi, Jenny. Yeah. And Grow. Yep. Yeah. So, okay. How can Norway allow a parallel government to have criminal elements go unchecked on their soil?
Yeah, well, that's
a good question.
That is a good question, but that's definitely, just take a look at the new addendum passed in Norway to their laws, and you'll see where it's going. It's actually, it's public. So.
Yeah. And also, Jane says not to let others tell you that you're mentally diseased or crazy.
Yeah.
For leaving. Her family says she's crazy because she's not a witness. So.
That's actually true, because they try everything they can to suck you back into it because, that's their only way of communicating is guilt. They don't have no other way. They try to either make you feel really crappy about everything that you do and guilt you back in, or make you feel like you're not good enough for something. If you leave, oh, you're not good enough. So, it's all your fault. You're not doing what you should do. It's all about you are not doing enough, or not feeling good enough, or not doing what you're told to do or being unobedient, as I read in one of the 80-something Watchtowers and 2004 Watchtower. So it's just all cult ways of keeping people in.
Yeah. Let's see. It was ST, or should I say Saint or ST? Co-pilot. The dynamic duo, he said. He thinks. Should I say ST or Saint co-pilot? What would you say?
I was thinking Saint co-pilot. I don't know.
Okay.
The subject on freedom is a great one. It takes a lot of time and effort to get your life back. Maverick, that's true, because cults, the indoctrination of cults, especially people born in or people that has been in for a long period of time, it becomes very difficult because it becomes part of you, and you have to change that. And you have to think, you have to find another way of thinking and learn to think for yourself and use critical thinking. And that's what the cults usually do for people. They think for you.
Yeah. And so ChatGPT has some suggestions, of course, on
Gotta love ChatGPT.
What helps to reclaim your life. One is safety and boundaries. So it says, so you want to start reclaiming your mind, and try to find like healthy media, like books or podcasts or voices that challenge old narratives. And then ask your questions like, what are my core values without religion telling me who to be? Write down 5 things that feel true for you today. This is where you begin to meet your real self again. I think that's a good idea. So you write down 5 things that feels true. And then, what are my core values without having the influence of the old religion telling you what to think? So I think that's good too. And then some people, it says that, maybe some people might need a therapist for healing, and those can be good too, but you got to find the right therapist who understands religious trauma or cult recovery.
That organization, Dallas, just to address that organization is not winning by no means. They want people to appear as if they're winning, and they've had some small success, but the overall they're not. That's just like the 2 cases taken off the books in New York. If you look at what's going on with the big picture, they're getting ready to get hammered with a lot of state laws that they violated.
Being sure about the doctrine is key. Otherwise, they can suck you right back in. I agree with that, Maverick. And that's another one. Oh, ST Copilot. Okay, thank you.
Calvex.
So, yeah, where's that?
Right under. Boom, boom. You're right in there somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll read it real quick. Calvex. Ironically, the term removed was used by the Pharisees when kicked out of the synagogue. Interesting.
Yeah. Booker wants to know if an undocumented Jehovah's Witness can get publicly reproved for being here illegally. I was in the Spanish congregation for many years, and at the time, no, it's not. You can't get reproved for that. What they would do is they would limit your privileges, so you couldn't be like an elder or take the lead in the congregation, but you could help out in other ways.
Maverick, I agree with you on that, but a lot of people get past that. I mean, the indoctrination is so strong with some people. But once you eliminate 607, the foundation of Jehovah's Witnesses is taken away. But yet some people still keep on. I was discussing something on one of our videos recently, and I, put out a lot of the evidence to this one person who agreed, but then went right back to say, okay, yeah, you might be right about everything you said, but 607 is significant regardless. Or not 607, 1914, I meant.
Yeah, right.
I was like, okay.
Which all leads back to 607.
I was like, you are mentally diseased, my friend.
No, that's what they call you.
But I didn't tell him that. I was very nice,
Right.
But it's just very brainwashed.
Okay, yeah. Jane suggests like also like songs are good for that make you feel better and uplifted.
Yeah,
And
that's actually good.
that's good. I agree with that for sure. So anything that kind of gets you in a good mood. You don't want negative stuff. I mean, whether it be uh, news or any kind of media, social media can be negative, anyways. So I would definitely say stay away from negative stuff because it can just mess with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been around negative stuff your whole life. Now that you've left that organization, you don't want to go and fill it with more negative stuff that's different, but still negative. Yeah. Hi, XJW activist. Cool name.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good song by Glass Knight. Yeah.
oh yeah, you're the Finnish guy, right? That's cool. I was listening to your channel and I was like, I don't know anything he's saying, but but
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never heard Finnish spoken before, so I was like, I wonder if it's gonna sound like German or Dutch or something. But because I recognize those languages, German and Dutch sound similar to me, but no, it was kind of different, unique. So it's kind of cool. I love languages personally. I like to learn lots of languages. I have a hobby. I think that's another good thing to do is when you're leaving the organization
Oh,
or leaving
nice.
Watchtower, have a good hobby. So the other thing is suggested is to find support groups, right? Maybe people who understand what you're going through.
Alice has been to Branson, Missouri, and had a good time. Branson's a
All
cool place.
righty.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Don't the
good.
Osmonds own
He
a
loves
lot of
the
Branson?
St. Louis style pizza.
Barbecue.
Cool. How do you tell a householder um, one thing this week and next week say we will change now?
You know what I think, Jane? I
That's a
think when they
good point.
sell the Kingdom Halls off, I think they're going to do it slowly and they're going to limit the number of Kingdom Halls. They will remain a few. And they'll do it kind of like these mega churches,
Mhm.
but on a smaller scale. They don't have nowhere close to enough in the state probably to fill one of them huge things. But they'll have everybody gather together every so often and they'll have appointments to where they do it in people's homes like they used to do many years ago, I was told. And they'll bring it into people's homes.
Yeah. How I think that this was a good question though. Like, how do you tell a householder one thing this week and next week and say, "Oh, it's changed now"? And I mean, basically, all they say is, "Oh, well, we have new understanding, and we didn't quite get it right, and now this is correct." But the light is always getting brighter. They have some excuse always. Of course, none of that is true. That's just their BS lingo.
Jeff said part of me thinks the governing body might not even be able to explain 607 on their own.
Oh yeah, nobody can do that.
And even if
I
they
can't.
know it's false, they probably don't even care. I don't believe I 100% believe they know it's false. I don't believe they care to explain it, but they want the members to.
I mean, I couldn't explain it. I didn't quite understand. The only thing that I understood was that 1914 is World War I happened, so that would mean Satan would have probably been thrown out of heaven then. But that's not how they come up with the date. They come up with it because of the numerology and 607 and all. But you asked me to try to explain that. I couldn't. Of course, now that I'm out, I can. And like people have said on here, we know more about the Jehovah's Witness religion than Jehovah's Witnesses know about their own religion because they don't really know their history. They know what they were told. And a lot of it was lies. I mean, the whole like 1918, 1919 thing, that was when Rutherford had said that, what was it about the times, 1918, 1919? What did Jehovah's Witnesses teach about that? I should know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was reading this and I kind of lost it.
Okay.
So explain what the end times?
No, so like Rutherford had said 1918, 1919 was during the
when Jesus came and looked through.
Oh yeah, when Jesus was looking
Yeah.
And he chose his one true organization
After looking at all religions in the world.
Yeah. And they're using that, what is that, 3.5 times or something?
But he did it invisibly too. Nobody knows this but Rutherford. Rutherford knew it. He was clear.
Yeah. But and
that in there tells me it's
so that's
BS.
what they say. But the truth is Rutherford said these things because he was mad at the government because they put him in jail for sedition. That was what it was all about. So he's like, aha, I've got a plan.
Well, what most witnesses don't know, and it's very, I think even the Proclaimer's book even mentions it a little bit, but they believe this beginning of the end was 1799, 1874, Jesus' presence was on earth, 1878, Jesus took the throne in heaven, 1918 was the end of the world, then 1916, and then shortly before Russell died, he changed it in 1918. Well, Rutherford wrote The Finished Mystery and only used about a paragraph out of letters that he found of Russell's. When Rutherford had the Finished Mystery completed with Fisher and a few others, he published it, got sent to prison for sedition, gets out, and goes through and starts saying 1925 is going to be the end of the world, that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are going to rise from the grave, and they're going to live in Beth Sarim out in California, blah, blah, blah. And he keeps teaching that 1874, 1878 date all the way up to 1929. And then he changed. 1914 was he did double. God's presence started and he took the throne in heaven in 1914. Before that, 1914 had just pretty much been a wash. And then he brought it back and changed it to that. And that he created that whole 1918, 1919 crowd during that time.
Yeah.
So about the end of 1929 is when you'll start finding those writings.
I like what Stian says. Jesus chose a religion in the U.S. just like all the UFOs always land in the U.S. Yeah, how
true.
convenient. Yeah, so the Seventh-day Adventist invisible stuff happened. So just believe, right? Maverick says. JW stuff, it's invisible, just believe. LDS, same thing. There's a pattern here. Yeah. So yeah.
Beverly
can be a pattern.
Take his cult and shove it. I hear you, Beverly.
yeah. Take the cult and shove it. I like
Rutherford
that.
was a con man. Very good at it.
Yes, he was for sure. But he was a good cult leader. Yeah. A rich one at that. He just saw, I think he saw an opportunity to make money and to have fame and prestige for himself. And that's what, and I mean, it worked, but in order to get to that point, you have to be an evil individual, because that what you're about to do is going to ruin people's lives. And I would say Nort and Frederick Franz took it to a whole nother level, because they were the ones who really pushed this whole shunning thing and the no blood transfusion stuff, which I'm guessing some of you have seen. I actually can show you, if you want to. I can show you this video, the latest no blood. This little boy who was 11 years old, he died when he had I think he had leukemia. And of course they, rejected the blood, and there was an investigation on the family, and supposedly, I don't know how, but they didn't find them guilty of neglect. Oh, wow. And of course, he did not receive his blood transfusion, and he died. So, and they're going to act like this is such a great thing. I don't understand that. I mean, I do have the video if anyone wants to watch, but I pretty much just told you what it was. So
Beverly said she don't think the Borg is going to go out of business. Nope. Possibly. I don't see how a cult, though, that only has.
That's true, they did, didn't they?
It was first estimated 15 billion. Now they're saying about 51 or 52 billion. And losing members at a rapid rate and lawsuits coming in at a rapid rate. That's still not a lot of money. I mean, the Catholic Church is worth trillions. Think about this. Not billions. We're into the trillions. And they had to shut dioceses down all across the U.S. because they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they spent $5 billion just in one state. And you can look that up. That's public knowledge. Pennsylvania took them to their cleaners.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I don't see how the board can continue.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It really just depends on, I mean, if they're really good with their real estate investments, they
Even
might be
then, I
able
don't
to,
think so.
But then a lot of their members are dying off. They're old.
Yeah.
And then when the baby boomer generation dies off, I mean, who's going to be left?
Well, you can go into Kingdom Halls. How many young people did you see?
Yeah.
Even going to the convention.
Yeah.
It was like
mm.
geriatric ward. And I shouldn't be saying that because I'm there, but
geriatric ward. You mean geriatric congregation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they had a lot of con men, Jane, back in the early 1900s. You're right. And I think it was just some sort of surge of like, oh, I'm going to start my own religion now. And you know, back in those times too, actually, I would say even in the 1800s, do you remember when it was like really common for people to do seances? It was people were into stuff. It was like a fad. Let's start a new religion.
Yeah, you're right, Javier. God has been in charge all along. People forget about reading Matthew chapter 28, and you get down to verse 18, and he's talking about today is the day he's going to ascend into heaven. He's talking to the disciples, talking about how, hey, look, people says that my body's been purchased or whatever happens. You know, these are things going to be said, and that is what they say today. And he's telling them all these different things, and they worship him. Now read the original text, not the obeisance that the Jehovah's Witnesses changed it to. And not only that, he says he's talking about on this day, he says, all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. He was talking about the day he ascended.
Right. When he was telling
his disciples. Not 1914.
It's really easy. If you ever wanted to share that with a witness, it's just Matthew chapter 28, verse 18. See, they like the 19 and 20. Go therefore and make disciples. They forget about the one before that.
Well, just read the whole chapter. It makes a lot of sense because it puts everything in order.
Cherry pick scriptures.
You can cherry pick scriptures, create any story or any narrative you want.
Anything doesn't make it true. Yeah. So XJW says, I think Rutherford.
Oh, Jamar's
was in jail because of propaganda. Yes, written in finished ministry. Yeah,
Rutherford. He was in there for sedition against the government.
Sedition. Yeah. Yes, that's true because he was saying he would write down things that were definitely like treason. You know. So let's see.
Yeah, and you're right, Beverly. I mean, who cares? You guys are out, and that's the good thing. That's what you believe, and that's respectful. And never back down on what your opinions are, no matter what. Yeah. Unless proven. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, and baby boomers are waking up too, right? Like, look at like Dallas says, is it
Mooney's gone.
Fran? What's their names?
Hari Krishna's gone. Yeah. $1 billion company back in the 80s. Think about that one. Jeez. Mooney's gone. Yeah, but what do the Moonies call themselves now?
The Unification Church, right?
Yeah. But they're slowly, and they're billions of dollars, and they're slowly fading away. They've been kicked out of so many countries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got that huge compound out in Nevada, though, sitting in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, you're right. Too, about the Watchtower, Jane, is that they're a for-profit corporation and they have many investments under, and it's just many names. I mean, that's probably another way they're able to kind of weasel their way in.
XJW Coulter
to being a so-called religion and nonprofit organization, because they have all these names and they can hide under that.
Hello from the Ozarks. Okay, glad you're here.
Very cool. Hello,
Seth. Everybody, welcome XJW Coulter. Got a lot of new people today.
Howdy, y'all. Gotten in on your live stream yet? Oh, very cool. Well, thank you for coming in today.
And Felicia. Is Felicia here too?
Oh, you see so many of your family in the chat. Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a good group of people. Everybody, man. It's really, really thankful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's CO Visit wants to know Van Roth or Van Hagar.
Oh, who I like?
Yeah, I guess so.
I like them both for different reasons. I was a huge Montrose fan as a young child, so, and I was a Sammy Hagar fan. 3 Lock Box through that era before he was ever thought of with Van Halen, and David Lee Roth is Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Showman. He brings a whole nother level to Van Halen. So you put those two together, the Van Hagar made them much more palatable to the masses of people. So if you like, and I think pop rock is a wonderful thing. It makes things neat and memorable.
Mhm.
So I like that aspect of Van Halen or Van Hagar. David Lee Roth, unmatched as far as showmanship, though. But I like them both equal, so I can't really choose one. I know that you probably wasn't expecting that answer, but can't really choose one.
Yeah.
And one of my best friends kind of looks just, well, he's actually Sammy's illegitimate child. He just don't know it.
That's true, man.
His mom went to school with him, and he don't look like either one of his parents, but he looks just like Sammy.
Just like Sammy Hagar. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but to say this, but
and his
your
mom went to school with him.
Cheated on your dad, okay, with Sammy Hagar, and he looks just like him. He even sounds like him. He's just like a younger version of him, and I would be like, if I was the dad, I'd be like, this kid doesn't look like neither one of us.
He doesn't. He doesn't. And the thing that the mom, and they all from California, and the mom,
and they knew him. They knew Sammy Hagar. So
yeah, that's just so funny.
We were like telling him to go get a DNA test.
Oh yeah, and he thinks he's aware.
He don't want to do it.
No, he's kind of aware, but he just, I can see where he's coming from. I quit picking on him about it.
Yeah, he looks just like him.
Yeah. And they're the same height, and they sound alike, and he can sing like crazy.
He has the same color hair,
same voice,
same face, same height.
It's scary,
it's
man.
like literally like mini me version.
Yeah.
Well, not mini.
No, it's like equal me. Clone. You got a good point here. I like this, Matthew. You can make pop rock congregation. Yes, there you go.
Yeah. And okay, and then Matthew also says that you can make your own congregation if you want. You surprised how quickly one can form a 300 member congregation with basic Bible principles. That's true. Like you do that. It's so crazy.
Roth was the original tight pants ambassador. That is true. Oh. Well, the sweet too. You can't forget the sweet.
Beverly, you were not a born in, and you had a life before, so it's easier for non-born to leave. That's true, because you can at least reconnect with some of the people that were not witnesses. But for those who were born in, I'm sure you have friends and family, or maybe family, that have never been Jehovah's Witnesses. I would suggest reaching out to them.
Gilbert, UK. Howdy from Colorado. Gilbert, UK, I guess originally from UK. Left in 2011 after 39 years.
Whoa. That's great.
Congratulations on your freedom.
Gilbert.
2011. That's wow. It always amazes me. I love hearing these stories, guys.
Yes. Yeah, and we were giving suggestions.
And welcome to the channel.
Yes, welcome to the channel.
Mr. D2869. Oh. If you got to pick just one, it's got to be David Lee Roth. If I had to pick I can't pick just one, but yeah, I see where you're coming from. Oh, Seth, you got 2 styles. Okay. I did not know they had 2 styles of barbecue in Missouri. That's cool. Oh, yeah, I did. You're right. St. Louis and Kansas City. You are right. And I like the St. Louis version better, but they're both good too. Mm-hmm. But that one I can choose.
Beverly's husband looked like Bob Seger.
Oh, I like Bob Seger.
He was younger. That's nice.
Oh, last night the sound of thunder.
If a JW throws a disfellowshipped minor out of the home, aren't they breaking the law? Yeah, I would say so. I don't know what the legal, I think it depends on where you live, what the legal age is for kicking someone out. It could be fairly young, but I would say 17 is it? Maybe for most states. I mean, I know 18.
I think it's 18 now for all the states, but it
Okay.
used to be like younger. Yeah.
It used to be younger, but I mean, you're supposed to
Oh, wow.
technically not kick them out until they're 18.
Jeff used to live. Oh, yeah, I did.
So
know
they
you
would
lived
be
in
breaking
Colorado.
the law, and in that case, if anybody hears of stories like that, they need to call the police or what is that? Child Protective Services.
Yeah, it's Booker
That's
T.
what
had
they
asked
need
that.
to
Yeah.
do. Yeah, it's a good question. I
Hey,
would
Booker
say
T.
Child Protective Services, call them and let them know what's going on, because they should not be kicking out their kids. But they do. I know. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's so annoying. Hi, Borna JW. Hello. I don't know where the Ozarks are. Where is that at?
Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Never been there.
The home of Bill Clinton.
Yes. Oh, okay. Mr. D is in British Columbia, Canada.
Oh, Born JW. What's up, man? Born AJW.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Missouri.
They're the same person.
And Arkansas.
Yeah, that's right. And Missouri.
Oh, it's both. Okay. Yeah.
Because of those mountain range there.
I apologize because I wasn't familiar with that. I guess I haven't been to either of those states. I've been all up and down the north and south, east, everywhere. The entire north out. I mean, all the way up to Nova Scotia, Canada, as far down as you can go, the Keys, and then I've gone out west. So if we went through Missouri, it's just passing through, maybe.
Mr. D 2869, British Columbia, Canada, hour or so outside of Vancouver. Cool. Pleasure that you're here. Thank you. It's good to get a good variety of people. You get to hear what everything's going on around you, you know?
Yeah.
Arkansas is beautiful. It is beautiful state.
Is it cold there?
Part of it's kind of flat, though.
I don't like cold.
Where Arkansas, it can be cold. It's not
Probably
too awful. That's not much different.
And I don't like landlocked either. I like to be near the ocean, like at least a couple hours.
You definitely landlocked.
Yeah. I guess I could manage if there was a
beautiful
lake. I could go to a beautiful lake and I would be okay with that, I guess. Bonjour de France.
It's actually a good location. You could drive down to the Gulf there in Texas.
Christian. We have a new guy. Christian.
Go over to
hello from France.
Mississippi.
My friend, or the friends. I know
Hi, Christian.
I can read a little French.
Bonjour de France, les amours.
The friends. Yeah. Les amis, friends. Yeah. Hello from France. Bonjour. Yep. Let's see.
You would think I could speak it. I heard it, but never cared to learn it.
And what would be welcome? I don't know that. I know enchanté means nice to meet you.
Oh, the little mouse. Enchanté, monsieur.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jeff, he knows French.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Maverick said left him out because he already has numbers. What numbers, Maverick? Oh, 1914.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Oh my goodness, what? Okay, the girl who was assistant of
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Maxwell, and Jeff Epstein, manager, was a Jehovah's Witness who was kicked out of her home at 17. Teen living at bus stops. I know, and it should not be allowed. He was kicked out too. Yeah. But this was in early 80s.
Yeah.
70s.
I grew up with a man that was
might have been like 1980. But either
very
way,
agnostic. So it wasn't because of religion.
Yeah. It wasn't because of that. It's just because he was mean.
Well, it's because I didn't want to conform.
Yeah.
Oh, God help us. I smoked pot.
Okay, so Maverick was saying, I need to go back into some previous comments here. Just read what he had said. I'm going to see if I can find what he said. Apologize.
KC, you're a seafaring woman.
Oh, huh? Yes. I love the sea. Yeah, I love the ocean.
Oh, yeah. Rags is Scylla's only daughter.
Oh, yeah.
A child
YouTube changed something. I know. It's not coming in like it's going in with your entire names instead of like just the like it's showing up all of your entire email or whatever. Not the whole email, but anyways, it's just easier if I just see one name up here instead of like, oh, hello, 587 memory.
Javier, I wished I knew why they kicked out Tony Morris.
Oh yeah, we would love to know that too.
Most likely, he was the only one that really believed in the whole organization, and they didn't like it. Because look, when he left, he immediately started making big changes.
Oh my goodness. Born a JW was kicked out 2 weeks before his 14th birthday. And
oh my,
that would be illegal today, but I don't know.
She has a great niece.
Oh yeah.
That sounds hilarious.
Right,
but
actually.
She was kicked out at how old?
Oh, well,
15, wasn't it?
No, she was around that same age, like 14.
Yeah.
And this was modern times. This was in probably like maybe 2011, And what they did though, they found a way to get rid of her. Her parents, she wouldn't conform to JW way. And she was, a little bit rebellious, but towards the religion. And so what they did was they dropped her off in an orphanage in another state. And that's how they were able to get away with it. They just abandoned her to an orphanage.
Yeah, I've noticed YouTube changed a few things too, by the way.
Yeah, they just abandoned.
That's awful.
What are they changing exactly?
Just a few things look different. That's all I noticed. It does look
different, yeah. Yes, it's craziness. Jane's brother got disfellowship at 17 and was made to leave the home. My mom had him live with her aunt an hour away, and he never forgot it. Yeah, I know. It's just nobody matters in that religion.
Yeah,
nobody matters.
It's what you can do for the religion. It don't care about you. It's all about what you can do.
And even if you have, like, there are people who have dedicated their entire lives to this organization. They've been Bethelites. They've done buildings and construction. Maybe they were even circuit overseers. They've done lots of things for the organization. And the minute that they no longer believe or decide, you know what, I think I'm going to step away. It's like you lose everything. Raymond Franz, for example. Yeah. He lost his money and any prestige and whatever went with that.
Yeah, you do have born JW. That is sad, bro. At 14.
That's not right.
See, I was left on my own at 15 and out and left the area at 17. But I was on my own by myself at 15, and that's not a good thing, man.
And Bourne says that it's a sad story, but he doesn't share for sympathy, share for exposing them.
That's right.
And that's a good attitude,
But you know what? It makes people like that stronger people, just so you know.
That means you're survivors.
Yep.
You can endure.
Yeah, I don't want sympathy. I just, I'm thankful I survived it and become a stronger person.
Right.
So, I like this, Jeff. Making someone conform to JW sounds like something out of Clockwork Orange. Yes, it does. Conform or else.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Matthew says that he's thinking the theory on Anthony Morris.
Yeah.
On his last talks and correspondence I had from Gilead instructors asking me if I felt it was appropriate that they write to him. Yeah. Well, they got rid of him. Yeah. They didn't disfellowship him or anything like that, but he's no longer a governing body member. And we think it's because he wasn't going along with all their changes that they had the last year, right?
Right. It's supposed to be the skyline of Los Angeles, but Lord help me, I don't know where this is. And I thought I knew the whole skyline. But anyway.
YouTube is supposed to be rolling out a Netflix type of vibe soon. Oh, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's what you said, Matthew, is true because you can just see it. You see when he was kicked out or left or whatever, forced out. you can see within 2 months the changes started, and they've been coming ever since. And these are major changes.
Hi, Katie. We have a Katie. We have a new lady here.
Oh, well, hey, Katie.
I'm not really sure how to
Katie
say the rest.
Razalot G.
Yeah.
Razalot. Lottage.
No. It's just.
Well, hello. Welcome to the channel.
Oh, Jenny Parfume. I don't think I mentioned you, did I?
I did.
Okay. The love of the JWs is conditional for sure. Nobody matters. In fact, they nitpick so many things and they gaslight the members or publishers, should I say. And like new Watchtower was talking about how we should not, they're going to nitpick how your wedding ceremony should be and what you're allowed to do.
Oh, the actor Norm Wisdom.
And of course, wedding anniversaries, they go on and on about like you shouldn't make it big and it needs to be small. Not everybody follows, but they want to put on all these little rules, all the constant rules on every little thing. As far as like kids being under the age of 18 getting kicked out, so even if they're 16, the parents remain legally responsible for their safety until they're 18. Yeah. I would think they could get in trouble with the law if something happened to their child. For sure. I lived a normal life until the age of 25, 26, then studied and joined JW. Now, after 16 years, I resigned and disfellowshipped. But I'm pissed off why this religion still affects my thinking. Yes, and that's a good question, but it's because it's any type of high control group. It is very powerful on your mind, and I was mentioning different things we can do to get away from that. And I was mentioning a few things. Finding a support group, maybe a therapist if needed. Ask yourself what your core values are without religion telling you who to be. Also mentions that a lot of us leave with little money in education. So what you do is you create a 90-day plan for savings and income or education. And just you have a plan of what you're going to do financially to better yourself. Are you looking for Joey?
Yeah.
And then if you want to,
Joey,
a lot of us, don't have much education because
one of our dogs is very gassy.
And so then what we do is maybe you might want to get an education. Okay. You can take one course, learn a new skill, and just find something that interests you. It's just small steps in the right direction, rewires your sense of power and purpose. So that's what's suggested from ChatGPT. I agree. I think it's very good information.
Yeah. Italian girl? Did I miss somebody here?
Let's see.
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know. I am cured of the Watchtower, but that's not the case for everyone. Yes. And I would say it takes time. Like me, it took me a couple of years to get over it. I was having a lot of anxiety over it. But I do think that you do need a support group. It helps, but if it's not always available,
there we go.
Eventually,
Italian girl dash IT.
Start learning new things and get involved in hobbies that enjoy you and interest you.
Hello, everyone from Italy.
Hello to Italy. Oh,
wow,
cool. I'm trying to find, where is she at?
Right here.
Italian girl.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see her here. I'm trying to find her in here. Oh, here we go. Oh. Italian girl.
Everybody welcome Italian girl.
Oh.
KD.
Come stai?
A lot of people here today.
Toni Morris purchased all that alcohol and lit that match. Okay. So you read in a Watchtower journal that if your mate leaves Jehovah's Witnesses, you need to think about leaving because you might be influenced to affect spiritual life and dedication to Jehovah. Yeah, and there have been cases where, one leaves and one stays, and then the marriage never works out. It just doesn't, and they end up in divorce, even though they're not scripturally free to remarry. They would prefer that you not be with that person, but you're not supposed to remarry.
Everybody,
unless the other one does, like hurry up and find somebody else so I can, that kind of thing.
We're at the intermission time, so if you could ring the bell to hit the thumbs up. If you hit the thumbs up, it helps our algorithms and we get out to more people. Ring the bell, you get notified every time we go live. And if you hadn't subscribed, click on the subscribe button. Only takes about that long. Deeply appreciate it, guys. On with the show.
Yeah. Yes, and Watchtower destroys self-confidence continually. I agree with you. The effect has stuck with me my entire life. I continue to heal now that I am Pomo and am not afraid of elders, governing body, or any other warlocks.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
I will say I was for sure scared of the elders, especially in the judicial committee. But now, of course, if I were to have to go back to a judicial committee, I would definitely be more confident because I know that they don't know what they're talking about. They aren't backed by Holy Spirit or God or anything good. So I would just be like, bring it on. I'm not telling you a thing. You want to know all the dirty secrets? None of your business.
Beverly said, I listened to Kim and Mikey, then 6 screens for over a year before I'd even comment. Well, I'm glad that you're commenting.
Oh, wow. Who is this?
Beverly Harwood, 9631. Thank you, Beverly. Your comments are very welcomed, and we deeply appreciate it.
You wouldn't watch live.
Kim and Mikey and
Beverly.
6 screens,
And
both
hello,
are great channels.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Hello. I like that name.
I do too.
Okay. Does willful disassociation versus being disfellowship, does that have a bearing on how people feel after psychologically? That's a good question. Because disfellowship, you are kicked out. You didn't make that choice yourself. Disassociation, you've made that decision to leave. So there is a difference, but it is a good question because I've not had that happen to me. But I do wonder if anyone on here, if they feel like it has affected them, I guess, mentally, being disfellowship versus disassociated.
Man, chat's moving quickly, guys. All right.
I used to comment and after a time go back and delete everything everywhere I commented because I was scared. Oh, yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm scared. At first, I thought Kim and Mikey were over the top angry apostates.
Oh, they're
now
great
people probably think that about me. Oh.
Yeah, they're great people, guys. That's I'll tell you what, I learned a lot from them over the years. And Kimmy she's put a lot of stuff out. It's really good.
Yep.
And
Watchtower is a cult making money, and JW is a fake religion investment company. That's true. Yeah. What elders committee qualifies now for even a legitimate spiritual catharsis? Their Jungian shadow dominates too much. Well, I would say none of them qualify because they don't have any kind of theological degree. They don't have anything to make them qualify as counselors or anything.
Yeah, we're going to post a link in just a little bit. We're actually going to do that midway.
I heard the JW elders go over congregation members to see if got Facebook or TikTok comments. Really? Oh, it's creepy. It is nerve-wracking because you're just like, you don't want to get caught, especially if you have people in it that you want to still stay connected with. But I mean, you know, they snitch. If they find out something, they will snitch. Yeah, and we'll put
Did you let the well run dry?
we will put the link for the StreamYard here in just
a minute. Just just a minute. We got.
It used to take a while.
Yeah,
to delete all my comments because I'm no longer the shy kid I was born. Oh,
Katie.
Yes. But you have to say something, right?
Polly.
You have a voice now.
Irks. Oh, Polly Irks.
Oh, Polly. Cool name.
Yep. Poor elders have to be counselors, dispense medical advice, answer at 3 a.m. and be police. Really? The poor elders do?
Yeah, they have to do a lot of stuff. I mean, they have to go to the hospital.
But don't they willingly do it?
They feel obligated to do it because they're elders, so they have to do their duty. And that means going to the hospital to explain to the doctors that they can't have a blood transfusion, or, you know, dealing with the judicial committees.
That's the thing about church. I don't like callings.
If there's CSA problems, they gotta deal with that. I mean, it's definitely stressful on them too.
If I wanted callings, I would ask for them.
Those kinds of callings that these elders have, that part of it should not even be part of their calling. It should just be part of, like, the only thing they should be doing is maybe giving encouragement or suggesting, like, hey, oh, you're having some marital problems, here's a counselor. I mean, that's what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be a referral system. So
yes, the word remove was because of legal complications.
Right. It's still disfellowshipped, but they had to use the name removed instead because they were getting in trouble legally, just like they used to say.
With other countries.
They used to say years ago, so-and-so has been disfellowshipped, and then they had to change it for legal reasons and say, so-and-so is no longer one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And now they have to say, so-and-so has been removed from the congregation of whatever. It all means the same thing. They just change the words to try to get out legally with their problems that they create.
Me personally, if I got to get excited over passing a microphone, just shoot me now. It's so silly, but people get excited over that.
It is unmeasurable how much this cult and other cults cause pain, anxiety, and depression. I agree. And it does. Unfortunately, it creates mental illness in people. I know me personally, I had a lot of anxiety. I was feeling unaliving myself. And also I felt these weird obsessive thoughts that I couldn't let go of. And I thought something was wrong with me. You know, like, why do I feel this way? But there are other people, I'm sure, that have problems that may be similar.
Jeff just really, he hit this when it says giving encouragement means something completely different to Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes.
Exactly correct.
Yeah. It does. Their encouragement is you need to read the Bible more. You need to go out in field service more, and you need to comment more at the meetings and make sure you don't miss a single meeting. Are you doing all those? Yes. Well, then you need to pray more.
Mormons use the words.
Okay, whatever.
Disfellowshipped and excommunicated. I've heard the words excommunicated.
Well, they use the word disfellowship too, but their word for disfellowshipping means something totally different than JW.
So they still talk to their family.
So disfellowship means that, for Mormon, is that you got in trouble for something, and it's not an announcement or anything like that. It's just private. There's no real punishment. It's just maybe you don't have any responsibilities in the church for a time. Now, the excommunication thing is where they excommunicate you because you
have to be rebaptized.
You continued to do something against the rules. And that was bad, like really, more severe. And then, you wouldn't listen to counsel. So then they would, excommunicate you in their books, but you're not getting shunned or anything. But if you decide to rejoin the church, you would have to get rebaptized. And that's
amazing.
rules.
You know as much about it, if not more than I do. And I grew up around it, not in it, but around it.
I like to learn everything I possibly can.
I have a good friend of mine that was, he was a Mormon, excommunicated though. Because he wouldn't move out. He wanted to live with his girlfriend.
But he never got shunned. And so that's the
No,
difference
he
between
still
a
goes
high
to church with his
control
mom.
group. But Catholics excommunicate people. That doesn't mean they're shunning them. It just means they're not allowed to commune. They can't partake of the sacraments.
Man, there's a lot of comments going on.
They have to go back and go through penance.
Mr. D2869, I was DF'd unwillingly. Had planned to just fade, but used an accusation of wrongdoing as the vehicle to disassociate myself. Mm-hmm. It felt pretty empowering, honestly. Oh, okay.
That's cool. XJW Coulter says, I profess to be Christian as much as you know, but what bothers me about the Watchtower is with every truth they tell, they mix in a lie. Yeah. They may have some truth but that's what makes it a cult, actually, is that there's never going to be a 100% lie, because people are not going to join something that's 100% lies. They will be truth and lies mixed in. And it's your job to decipher what's true and what isn't. And that's where you have to use your critical thinking skills, and you're never given a chance.
Jeff says, I have no idea how much of a privilege it was passing the microphone. On the outside, it looks totally ridiculous. But on the inside, it was a real big deal, or it was a big deal. Yeah, it looked ridiculous to me. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to offend nobody on that. I was just thinking, why are these people so excited to pass a freaking microphone?
I don't know. It's something.
I was like,
you know why?
I'll
tell you why. Somebody can tell me if they agree with this.
I thought it was stupid.
It gets you out of your seat because you're bored to tears sitting in there. You're like, you get to pay attention to something else.
I wouldn't have been sitting there if it wasn't for you.
Well, if you had to get up and pass the microphone, you'd be paying attention. Oh, okay, Sister Smith over here. Mm-hmm. Brother Jones, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I just found it kind of silly, but I get it. In respect to other people, that's the thing. It just wasn't my thing. That's like Mormons with callings. No. I do me, you do you.
What would I say? Esty says, what would I say to a person if he said to you, your religion is causing all your stress?
Oh, I love this.
Well, and that is actually, that's true, right? But do you believe in it? It's going to be offensive to someone who's like, no, that's not true. I think you'd have to word it differently. That environment that you've been around, the people that you've been hanging out with on Sundays and Wednesday nights, it's not so good.
Yeah, my environment was not so good in my youth.
Well, I'm talking about going to the meetings.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, you have to word it correctly to not offend someone who is in a high control group, right? The JWs came to pick my mom up for the assembly, and I hid in my room. And I am worried what hateful teaching they are going to program into my mom. Oh. Well, if your mother's still a believer, she's already programmed. So that's not going to really make a difference, most likely. But I would say that the goal would be to try to help her start thinking for herself by asking questions like, hey, 1914 doesn't add up. The generation of 1914 passed away. Things like that. They joined the UN. I know doctrinal stuff for me was what helped me wake up.
And actually, Jeff, you're dead on the money. The Outer Banks are gorgeous, my friend.
Yeah.
And one day you want to visit North Carolina? Good thing about the state is it has beautiful mountains and a beautiful beach, the Crystal Coast. The Outer Banks are exceptional.
Encouragement is code for condescending criticism. Yes, for sure.
Ruby Quinn and Jimmy Bell's show is at 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Jimmy Bell used to have another show a long time ago, I saw.
Oh, don't forget soft shunning. Yep. You're right. Soft shunning, right. So that's kind of like maybe it's not a full hard shunning where you are completely cut off, but maybe it's a form of ostracism where they just kind of ignore you. And if you're disfellowship coming to the meetings, they're allowed to come up to you and say hello and glad you're here. But now if you are an apostate, that would definitely not be something they would be allowed to do unless they're coming back to the meetings to say, oh, I believe in this now. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Kev, you're right. Even if Jehovah's Witnesses stop shunning, they'll still teach false gospel. And Jesus and the apostles say stay
and what now?
From such people and shun them.
Even if Jehovah's Witnesses
right here.
Stop shunning, they will still. Oh yeah. Okay, ST Copilot has a story for us, a microphone handling story. When I was a young teenager, I took the microphone up to the front row to super old sister, and she held the mic up to her ear like an old-timey telephone.
I love it. No, that's pretty funny.
And all you could hear was her earring rubbing. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Hand me that microphone, Sonny. It's gonna be right here, yes?
Maverick, you're right on the money. If somebody packages something as a privilege, run. You know you're in a cult. Maverick, you're so right, man.
Yes.
Being used as a privilege, I love it.
Yeah. Oh,
missed
the
most
New
of
World
the meeting.
Translation, Happy Thoughts, is definitely twisted scripture. It's not true. It's got the truth and lies mixed in.
Man.
Jeff says, I was doing, okay, that you were doing something to help others. A way to give back for me. It wasn't trying to show off or anything. Okay. Well, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's all in your intentions anyways. The Wicked World Trashlation. Dallas, you're
funny. I like Dallas. He always comes up with some good ones.
I like exactly. You always have really good ones. I like that.
North Carolina does have two styles of barbecue. That is correct, Dallas. The mountains uses barbecue sauce, and the central part to the coast uses a vinegar base, and it don't have sauce. It's kind of weird. I like the sauce myself. Being that I'm originally from Alabama, we put sauce on everything, and it's spicy.
Oh, okay. 20 of us should dress up, have tablets, link arms, and go to a meeting, talk apostate stuff, let them try to toss us out.
Yeah, them yeah. Out. It's beautiful.
Yeah. You could be like, you could say stuff, yeah, like whispers, right? And then someone will hear you, of course, because they're always like, let me tell you, we went to the Kingdom Hall not that long ago, and that was scary. I mean, they as soon as we walked in, we
the Kingdom Hall, geez.
Like, hi, my name's Brother Johnson, and yours?
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Why are you here?
Where are you from?
Where
do you live? And you're like, hold up a minute. I don't even know who you are, and I'm not about to tell you where I live because you're a stranger to me. And then everybody wanted to know who we were, where we lived, why were we here? And I'm like, okay, well, we'll just make up something here. Now go away. Yeah. Can I just come in and sit down and you leave me alone?
Why are you here got me, though. That's like, wow, okay. I obviously walked in to see
where do you live?
Oh, yeah, that was the big one.
Why do you want to know where I live?
They asked that like 3 times.
I mean, no other church are you going to find that. You go to any other denomination, you're not going to walk in and they'll be like, oh, what's your name? Where do you live? Yep. Why are you here? Are you a witness or not? Yeah. So, well, they got to check to see if they need to study with you, of course,
Oh, it deleted. But to answer the question that was deleted, it's Alabama's like 2 states too. We have Northern Alabama, Southern Alabama. Southern Alabama, we have 24-hour liquor laws, blah, blah, blah. Northern Alabama's like the Bible Belt, kind of Bible thumping people. It's kind of different. So it's like 2 states. I'm from the southern part, right on the Florida line.
New Wiccan transgression. Oh, I like that for the New World Translation.
But I lived in Los Angeles from the time I was 17 on.
Okay, another Mike story. When I carried the microphone, sometimes I would slightly pull on the cord to mess with some people.
Oh my Lord, I like this one, David Retta. KC, there was one sister that I dreaded giving the mic to. She would grab it and put it right to her mouth.
Oh my goodness.
The poor brother handling the sound had to hurriedly turn down the volume. Oh, I bet he did.
How annoying is that? I know. You put all your slobber on it and everything.
That's actually a good one. I like that one too. The one putting it to the ear is hilarious as well.
Oh, I know. Oh, I remember people would do that. They'd put the microphone like, and you don't know what they're saying. It's all muffled.
Oh, I was just getting ready to say that, Paulie, when you said that. That sure SM57. I was like, geez, man, you was passing around that if it was bought used, even bought new. I wonder if they knew the history of that.
So Katie bought the book Government, the Rutherford's book Government, and it talks a lot about Lucifer and Satan, and says God gave him a throne. And then when talking about Jesus, at first it says the one. Why not always just say Jesus? Yeah.
Okay, so you know the Greenville, the Eastern Carolina barbecue sauce, okay?
Okay, Jeff's got a story too. There was a brother named Gary Sneed. Every time I heard his name, I wanted to bell out I
love it.
Like that. Oh yeah.
I love it.
Cute. Okay, so exjw Coulter says, okay, since we're sharing some Mike stories here, I was the assistant to the sound and stage overseer. I gave the microphone to a deaf mute sister instead of her translator. I never lived that one down. Oh,
I love it, man.
Oh, you didn't know. She's so funny thinking, what am I going to do with this? You know,
that was actually kind of like.
Oh, you know, ST, you're probably right. The
brothers are trained to be paranoid. Yeah, that's true. They are. You could tell.
They're like, oh my God, we have somebody new here. What do we do? What do we do?
Oh, get this. So we go in, we sit down, minding our business. They come up and ask us again. Another brother in there comes up and asks us where we're from and what congregation we was in another state.
Yeah.
And then,
what is your registration plate? And what is your
no doubt.
Okay. Goodness.
God, that's the way you feel. And then they said, like, there was hardly anybody over there. So one elder comes and sits in front of us with his wife. The second school behind us, the lights are out. And I look and there's an elder sitting right behind us in the second school looking at us. That was weird.
In the room was dark. He didn't even have the light.
Yeah, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Like creepy. It's like,
I was like, what is he doing?
I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah. And then when we left,
suspicious.
An elder followed us to the door. And the guy sitting at the door didn't even say bye. I'm the one that spoke to him. You know, the fat bald guy.
So I don't know. I was just like this. I'm like,
oh yeah, she was ready to go.
You can't deal with it.
Because I had to fake a stomach ache because she wanted to go. Like,
well, what did you want? You wanted to stay the whole meeting?
I was wanting to wait to see something there. You know how they do the little talks and stuff, and I was wanting to see it and get it on video, but I never did. It was
just a Watchtower. It was boring as heck.
Well, they had the guest elder there speaking from another congregation.
We saw the public talk,
but I wanted to see the regular. I wanted to see the regular talk and.
What do you mean?
The young man that was coming up to speak, the new elder.
There was nobody else. It was just a public talk in a Watchtower. That was it.
There was another guy coming up to speak. He was one of the guys there, ministerial servant. He was going to do the reading.
Well, they had already started doing the reading. We had already started doing the Watchtower.
Yeah, and she was ready to go.
Yeah, so it was just the public talk, of course, we all know. And then they had started on the Watchtower reading. So what are you talking about?
That young guy that got up there to start reading.
So
he read something out of the Bible.
Okay, so what were you wanting to
see? And I wanted to watch him, but by then he was ready to go. He was like, let's go.
I just feel like we had heard enough of that.
I was wanting to get it videoed because he was the only guy in there that was young.
We got enough info.
One guy out of the whole congregation. One guy.
One guy that was very young.
Everybody else was like older than me, and I'm old.
Welcome to the JW jungle, baby. Yeah. I love that. I like that. That's funny. Okay, so when I was doing security, we were told and trained to take pictures of license plates and of visitors. Oh, dang, so they really do that. I didn't know that. But I think it's probably because they're scared. They have had some shootings, right, in the past, or they have apostates come in, and they're not violent by any means. They just come in and speak their mind, and then they leave. But they don't want that happening, and that's what I think the reason why they feel so paranoid. I did what?
You had enough, and you were out of there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know.
And I was trying to find. I was wanting to do videos. I was wanting to take more pictures and get more videos, but
you can go by
she
yourself.
I know she just couldn't stand being in there. It was, and then I was like, man, how am I going to get out of here without being so obvious? So I just faked like I had a stomachache and left.
Well, I think what it was is I was scared after that if we stayed until the end, they were going to be asking us a lot more questions, and I was kind of scared of that.
Jeff said they're going to ask if we're CIA operatives.
I know.
Then pull out the polygraph. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. In the second school, that guy was sitting in the dark. That was so creepy. Now that was just too much.
Last time I was at the Kingdom Hall, I got followed into the bathroom too. The bathroom I helped to remodel.
And I heard about that. I saw where another guy who's not none of it. He just goes to other churches. He went and they followed him in the bathroom.
Him and his friend. So there's a channel on YouTube. I forgot the name of it. Religion something. And anyways, he's a Christian, and he has a friend who is agnostic, and they're friends, and they were curious, just curious. Hey, what's Jehovah's Witnesses about? Let's just show up at the meeting. So they went. And at first they said it was really weird. They're like, who are you? What's your name? Where do you live? Why are you here? Who invited you? Blah, 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 blah. And they just were like, well, nobody invited us. We just came here because we were just, wanting to know what it was about. And they were like, oh, well, usually you get an invitation. Someone invites you. Which is technically true, but it's not supposed to be like, okay, well, it doesn't have to be. Because if somebody gives you an invitation and leaves it in your door, that's an invitation.
Oh, no. Somebody mentioned the hoagies.
Oh, yeah. We love those things.
The Danishes and hoagies.
Yes. The Danishes, oh yeah, those were good. The Chef's the soda and the Wise potato chips.
This is whoever brought this up. I missed it, but how many people? I think it was who mentioned about atheism. Anyway, we done a poll to see how many people were atheist, agnostic, Christian, spiritual. Is that the way it was? No, it was spiritual, atheist, spiritual, Christian.
And unsure, which is the same as agnostic.
And the majority were Christian. Unsure was pretty high, but it was still the majority were Christian.
Then there were spiritual.
And spiritual was pretty high, but the least amount was atheist. But it was.
I think it went like this: spiritual. I'm sorry, Christian, spiritual, unsure,
and then atheist.
And then
according to the poll,
there was one Muslim. And and
one Jew.
Oh,
we had a Messianic Jew. We had a Muslim.
That's not Jew. That's Christian Jew.
Well, it's still they practice Judaism.
Well, a Messianic Jew is like the Apostle Paul.
Right, and then there was one Muslim. I think Jenny, Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was two Muslims maybe, but I know for sure Jenny was one, and then a couple other religions I wasn't familiar with, but that was it. And we had some atheists there that.
Yeah. So anyways, it was in that order.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The fruit bags as well, didn't they? That's right. They did have fruit bags at the convention as well. Okay. So back to the story. This guy. So he goes to the Kingdom Hall with his friend, and they're asking them all these crazy questions, and they just thought, man, this is weird. And then they were like, well, I'll sit with you, one of the elders. And they were like, that's okay. We're fine. And so they went and sat down, and the elder decided to go sit with them anyways. And it's just, they were just like, this is weird. And so they stayed for the meeting. They got up. One of them got up to go to the bathroom. And while he was in the bathroom, the other guy, one of the elders, came to the bathroom, followed him in there. And it was all awkward, because you're standing.
Because he's just standing there.
Stall, and you're just like, dang, can't even urinate. And so they, after the meeting, I think they stayed till the end, and then they were asked some questions about, why they were there and stuff, and they were just like, we're just curious about what you teach. That's all. Okay, that's it. And so the religious guy, the Christian, he decided to take up a Bible study with one of the elders. The elders it's like, well, where do you live? I'll come to your house. And he's like, I don't want you to come to my house. So instead they met at a park or something. And he had one study with him. And then the next study, he was like, let's meet at your house. He's like, no, thanks. Let's, somewhere else, Kingdom Hall or the park. Okay, he wants to say something.
Yep, I'm sorry not to interrupt, but I just wanted to welcome Keith Silver.
Oh, hi, Keith.
Thanks for being on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already said Jamar's 309 and Keith Silver 996.
Oh my goodness, Jamar's. The elders follow you to the bathroom to tell you that you're in disfellowship. You're like, hold up a minute.
Okay.
Can I finish?
That's terrible.
So back to the story really quick here. So this guy he's studying with one of the elders, and the elders just keep pushing, like, hey, I want to come to your meeting, to your house. And he's like, no, I don't want you to come to my house. And so they just keep meeting at the park. And he said, like, by study number 3, he said he felt like his head was just spinning, and he could see how it was just nothing but read this and say this, and that's all it was the whole time. And he was trying to be really careful not to ask too many questions, because he didn't want the guy to just run away, because he knew it was a cult. And he would just try to ask him questions gently. And he said at the end of the studies, he felt like he had to, like, literally go outside and get a breath of fresh air. It was so draining on him.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, how does somebody who doesn't know anything about JW, how in the world are they not feeling just a heavy burden by this religion? Like, you come to my house and you're going to dictate to me what I should do, say, and think the whole time from the beginning. Like, how does anybody, like, think this is good? I don't even understand that. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so that's that so far. So we'll see what happens with that guy and see if he wakes up the elder. Probably not.
Yep. Now, guess what it's time for? We got to post a link.
Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. And let me see if I missed any. Oh, okay. I miss giving the number 2 and 4 parts as a youth, because they let you riff back then, get in trouble for using my trusty green New World Lee Tranny Bible. Still have it.
You remember the green one?
Yeah, the green New World Translation Bible.
We've got a green, black, and silver,
so
right?
I never liked giving parts personally. Maverick, you're funny. The question about the, like, all the different beliefs was a joke. Atheist, Christian, and a Muslim went into a bar, and the JW witnessed to them all. Yes, it's true. Oh, Born JW, you still have the original Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained book? Oh, that's cool. We don't have that book. I can't find it. Maybe it's in the garage somewhere.
Oh, I hope not. We got 2 totes of books.
They should have said that. Like, it should be nice that the urinals had walls. That's true. When he went to the bathroom there, no privacy. I don't think that they were, as a woman, I don't think I got followed. I don't think, but I mean, maybe I don't think, I mean, I didn't go to the bathroom that day, but I don't think I have ever been followed. But of course, an elder's wife might be put up to it and I wouldn't know. I got green, black, and silver. Even the silver in Arabic, you can find Allah in their Arabic New World Translation everywhere. God is used and not Jehovah. Yeah. Yep, our Heavenly Father. My last meetings I went to in person, the weight I felt sitting there was immense. I would have to leave and sit in my car to decompress in the middle of the meeting. Wow. In the
That's
middle,
terrible.
I know it is. It's such a heavy, negative feelings. As soon as you walk in, it's just so negative and paranoia, anxiety, fear, guilt, suspicion. I mean, these are the feelings you're feeling when you walk in. The summer marked 30 years out for me. The hardest part, even now, is forgiveness. Oh, yes. I want to forgive my JW family, but it's not easy. I judge them as harshly as they judge me. And that's understandable, because if they are not willing to bury the hatchet and just let it go, it's hard for you to do that too. And it would just be like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, I don't agree with the beliefs anymore, and no hard feelings, and we can still get along, and we just don't talk about it. But they don't want to do that. Oh, so you gave all your literature to your mom, who was still in when you left, David? Sometimes that information's kind of nice though, because you can catch them in their lives with the old information. Yeah. The witnesses will become exclusive witnesses because they are getting so paranoid. Yeah, they are. I mean, they have to lock the doors. Even at the assembly, they had people standing by the doors to open the door. Now, I don't know if the doors were locked or not, but I have never seen that. I have never seen at the assemblies where they had somebody always at the door. It's annoying. Was creepy, actually. I don't like it. It makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I literally have a box of brand new Revelation books. Oh.
Who's this?
I don't tell anyone about my obsession with old JW books. Paul.
Okay. Yeah, we got a ton of them too, man.
Oh, Dallas. He's got a notice about Rick's show, but not ready to leave yet. Oh. I know. Rick has his channel every Saturday. He's on Eastern time as well, which makes it difficult since we're on the same time zone.
We try not to overlap with him the best we can. Yeah. But because, work issues and things like that, and Saturdays. Because we tried Sundays, man, but Sunday
works too, I think.
But we didn't get, there's a lot of people in the UK that have to go to work on Monday, and so there's time difference. We'd have to be so early, and it don't work for us during the day to get earlier.
Have you been yawning?
I have been yawning like crazy. Has everybody noticed it?
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't sleep well last night, and I got up really early.
Apologies for that.
Yeah, I am so sorry. It's not, I promise you, it is not the atmosphere. The atmosphere is great. I just didn't sleep very well.
I wish I would have kept my literature and my mom's old Watchtower and Awake bound volumes. Yeah, I know, I do too. I was able to get someone else's literature. They gave me a whole bunch of literature, old literature. Yeah. So I'm keeping it because I think they're good references to see how they continue to change.
I'd just like to get your mom's collection of stuff.
My mom's collection?
Yeah.
What does she have?
She's got to have a lot of stuff.
And wow, she got rid of a lot of stuff. When she moved away, she don't have anything.
Oh, man.
No, she got rid of everything pretty much because...
He was like, what, third generation? Didn't he go back all the way to Rutherford?
Her husband, my stepfather, of course, he was in his 70s. He's passed. But he was back... His parents were JWs. I think his grandparents.
Yeah.
So they're going pretty far back.
I know his grandparents were, he told me.
And so he had some old stuff, but after he died, she got rid of a lot of stuff because she just didn't need it, you know.
Yeah.
And she has a tiny apartment that can't fit a bunch of stuff in there.
Uh-huh. I was going to say, I bet he has some
I
really
do
good
have
stuff.
a Watchtower CD-ROM that we could use.
Yeah, because the CD-ROM is still good.
It's got a lot of good
You
stuff
can't find things on jw.org.
Well, you can find things on watchtoweronlinelibrary.org, but it goes back only to a certain year. Like, I believe the Watchtowers will go back to 1950. Of course, I think the app has that too. And the Awakes go back to 1970. Oh my goodness, you're funny.
What is it?
exjw Coulter says he's on our channel on his phone and on Rick's channel on his TV.
Oh, good job, man.
What's Rick's show about today?
Yeah. You know, I usually click on there after we get off.
I knew 4 generations. That's enough. Yes, I agree. And I mean, very few people go back to Russell's time because that's kind of like a different religion. Would you say?
Yeah. What, Russell?
Yeah, Russell's religion.
They would be disfellowship.
Different. I mean, his group became the
Russellites.
The Bible students, the
Dawn Bible students.
Dawn Bible students. That's the Russellites today.
We got their literature somewhere.
Of course, Seventh-day Adventists, and then which they're another category.
Yeah, they're close to the Seventh-day Adventists.
To Russell's people. But then Rutherford created the JW thing, really.
Yeah, I
don't even know why they give Russell credit.
Yeah, there's a few things that's similar, but the majority's all Rutherford. And then Knorr perfected it. Knorr enforced it. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Knorr was a stickler for rules.
Yeah. So your mom, Katie, has some old bound volumes. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's good to just hold on to it because you never know. You might be something in there that could help wake someone up.
They're downstairs, aren't they?
What is it?
Those that stuff from the Russellites.
Oh yes, we have these little pamphlets that are on the Dawn Bible students. We got some to see what they teach. XJW activist says, "Love you guys. Good night."
Oh, good night.
I know it's several hours ahead
for being here.
Yeah, thank you for coming in today.
Oh, where
really
they
appreciate it. Finland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here.
Yes, we really appreciate you coming here.
You post the link yet?
No. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna put the link here to invite the guests.
Yeah. Where's Maverick?
And Command V. All right. So I'm just putting in the comments there, the StreamYard. And I had another topic, but
we'll do it.
Well, it's kind of depressing.
Well, do it anyway.
I don't know.
You guys were Jehovah's Witnesses. They're used to depressing.
We are in the United States, Christian. Yes, on the East Coast.
In the Southeast.
Mm-hmm.
The Northern Southeast.
Oh, Matthew, you have some literature from the other non-JWs, but are actually connected printeries.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
They still sell the studies in Scripture. Fairly cheap.
Yeah. Okay, so the only other thing I was going to say is, okay.
Remember how to click it and do all that?
We talked earlier about the little boy who was the 11-year-old little boy who died without the blood transfusion. Well, there's another story of a woman who I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on here, but she took her family's life and her own, and even the dog, over the shunning. They were being ostracized because one of their sons wanted to go to college, and I suppose she just lost it. And that's another thing that's sad, is some of these people just can't emotionally handle what's happening to them. So let me go ahead and see if I can pull this up here. I think it's right here.
I think it's
that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here we go. Now, add to stage. Okay, now says here, one woman who killed. You need to look at the comment. Well, because I can't see the comments when I pulled this up.
Oh,
Woman
okay.
who, you know what, herself and her entire family was because of the shunning. And this happened in 2018. So I know this is not a fresh new story, but I just thought it would be good to show like what's happened around the world. I call it JW true crime.
Yeah.
I love true crime myself. And so I thought, hey, why don't we talk a little bit about true crime in JW fashion? So this woman who she fatally, I don't know how much I can say again, but she, took care of her husband, her 2 adult children, and then on herself, and even the family dog. Makes no sense. So it says that, let's see, I'm reading it a little bit. So she did that. And then a family friend and former Jehovah's Witness explained that the family were once devout members, and until about 5 years prior to 2018, they were subjected to a drastic process called shunning, because they wanted to send their children to college, right? So this was in 2018. Now, shunning is not required, obviously, because you go to college. It's usually just, you're told you shouldn't do that. But I know that that's not a shunning offense. So there may be more to this story that we don't know about. But either way, it apparently caused this woman to lose her mind. And it says 4 people died as a result of the shunning process.
Shunning is cruel.
And let's see. They wanted her, congregants tried to get her to be quiet, but she kept talking. The only support they had was the people in the congregation, and you shunned them. So this lady, Joyce, was, out defending this family who did that happen to. And so in the end, whose fault is this? Right?
Yeah.
She was in emotional distress. She felt alone. And so that's what happens, right? So I just thought I'd share that, even though I know it's kind of sad. And
who's liable for this? Watchtower.
Yeah. And it's no excuse to go and do what she did, obviously.
Right.
That's taking it to extremes. But I do think some people just cannot handle it emotionally, and they just snap. So I was given that information. I just thought I'd share it on here since it's something to share. But in the end, I think, that's negative information, which I don't really want to be too negative, but it's reality, right? It's reality. And so I think that just following the steps that we were talking about earlier, if you end up getting shunned like this lady, instead of snapping like that, you have to create a good exit plan, like deciding how you're going to reclaim your life, have a 90-day challenge on, what you're going to do as far as financially, and what are your core values and things like that. Learn that.
We have a new member also here. It's Mama Bear CA.
Hello,
I guess
Mama Bear.
California.
Just
I was interviewed by the Detroit Press for an article. Wow. Dallas, it's all Nathan Noor's fault because he hated education because he never had one. That's true. He hated education, and he also started a shunning policy.
Yes, he was. Okay, we have someone who wants to come on the stage. Hello. Oh, wait, let's see. Hello, Steph.
Hello, hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
I thought I'd jump on here. I'm having fun tonight, so I thought I'd jump on here and say hello, introduce myself to you guys.
Hello.
Glad you're here.
One.
Hey.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, yes, I saw your name on here in the comments.
So, how long have you been out?
It's been about 2 years now. 2 years, and my wife, she woke up about a month before I did.
Yeah.
We had a toddler or a baby at the time. He's a toddler now. And I woke up. She told me to research one thing, and this is something Maverick and I and some others have in common was so one thing that bothered me, because I was a JW's JW. I was in it to win it. I was every bit of it. I was high in it.
Yeah.
And I researched 1914, and I changed everything that night.
So it was for you as doctrinal?
Doctrinal. I left doctrinal. I could not believe I was lied to.
Yeah, I know. I felt that way too.
She was hardcore in it. She wanted me to join, so I was not a witness, and I studied and found out it was a cult and didn't have a clue how to tell her.
Right.
And started getting the tidbits.
Have you felt like it was hard for you to deprogram yourself?
It was. In fact, when my wife and I first left, we discussed some things, and I kind of became became agnostic, almost atheist agnostic, along those lines for about 2 weeks. And I said, I can't do that. I can't do that. And so I started studying, but deprogramming, I'm still deprogramming. I still find things. I'm like, well, but it's a long process.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And my son put his shoes on.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to add Dallas. It says can't unmute your guest because they chose to. Oh, okay.
Hi, Dallas. How are you?
Well, hi there, Seth. How do you do, Felicia?
I'm enjoying my good old Missouri food.
You got to see what I was typing up right there. You ever have it?
Hello, everyone.
I haven't seen anything typed up yet.
Oh, Maverick.
St. Louis pizza.
Oh yeah.
With the Provel. I've tried it while in Texas. I had some good stuff, and toasted ravioli.
Oh yeah.
And y'all
but
got
we had the St. Louis International Convention.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was the last oh no, I went to conventions after that, but the last in-person nope, that's not true either. I'm sitting here fibbing. But I went to the International Convention in St. Louis, and they had so many of the local delicacies all around, and that's one thing that I did appreciate is all the good food.
Gotcha. Yeah, the food has been. I haven't been to Missouri in a long time.
Come here, Coco.
Though.
Come here, Coco.
My first time there, I went to Kansas City, Missouri.
I've never been.
Kansas City, Kansas. They're separated by the river there.
But, this is interesting. Katie says, it's like Watchtower was created to make people become atheists if they had any belief in God. Yes. And it's not to, I do think that is true. And it's not to say anything negative about someone who's atheist, but it's the Watchtower wants you to believe in them or nothing. Right.
Right.
So that's the problem with their way is it's us or nothing.
And Seth, you already know.
Absolutely.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
You already know Maverick?
Yeah. We've known through other channels. I've talked to many of these dear friends we have on here, and I'm looking through the comments and see so many names. Like I said, we've only been out 2 years, and we've only been getting on these YouTube channels for about a year. So I'm still meeting everybody. But Maverick and I, we share 607, 1914, 538 in common.
Yeah, hi Seth, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
Yeah,
That's so
anyone,
funny that you have
and
a
Dallas
lot
as
of
well,
conversation.
and Casey and Anthony as well. Yeah, anyone who's on the 607 train ride, I'm with them. They're my brothers and sisters for life.
That's right.
Yeah,
David has to go.
Who had to go?
David.
Oh, David Rita.
Mhm.
Bye, David. See you. Always glad you're here, man.
Seth, did you try
Dallas,
to?
always
I was
glad
going to
you're
ask you,
Dallas.
Seth. Did you find that in your congregation or the people around you, did they seem to be bothered about the 607 thing? Because my congregation is like, why are you talking about this?
Exactly. They had no care. And for the few that I tried to point out to, which was quite a few actually. It was always that doesn't matter. It doesn't. What matters is the future. What
Yeah.
matters is what happens from here on out. Why are we worried about timelines? That's in the past. And so I mean, it doesn't even bother them anymore. Which is why in a few months, few years, I do see that becoming a former talking point. 1914.
Yes,
607 being a former talking point. It doesn't bother anybody anymore.
Yeah, Jeff is saying as well in the comments that he's a 607. Yeah, definitely. I didn't realize how many other people cared about this subject as much as me, because I felt like I was on my own.
And that's what something my wife, she said, just find one thing that bothers you and look it up. And so I said, well, okay, 607 it is. Because my wife, she questioned for quite a few years. And Felicia, she what really took her out was the beards. You know, they came out with the announcement about the beards, and she knew a lot of people who were disfellowship for that, and she cared about their lives. And so she finally publicly spoke up and said, why are we supporting that? And I called her an apostate to her face and everything else.
Oh, wow.
It got kind of crazy there for a little while, but
Sure.
she said, just look one thing up, and it was 607. And there, to find out that how made up all of that 607 stuff was, and how every other source is 586, 587.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at where it all come from, Seth?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. When I got into the crux of it.
Yeah. Well, it goes back John Aquella Brown and those guys before that.
Right.
Yeah.
Russell even took Miller's diagram that was drawn by that publicist that Miller was using. The big backdrop that he would use when he would go preach in his tents about the end times being.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And if anybody wants to research this, everybody who's into this area of research, Carl Olaf Johnson, the brother from Sweden.
Yes.
His book, Gentile Times Reconsidered. It's all over the internet. You can buy it. You can actually buy it from Amazon, I think now. But that one, even just the first chapter of that book, gives you a very solid grounding in the subject.
And look, if you really want to take the simple route on that too, without even using a book, just type it into Chat GPT or something, and every answer you need will come up right away.
Or just go to Encyclopedia Britannica or World Book.
Exactly.
There it is.
Exactly. It's right
Seth,
there.
You want a little story about this thing? I was in the British Museum. I was talking to Stefan a few months back on this on Rick Sferrin's show, and we were talking about evidence, right? So I'm in the British Museum, which is in the area of London where I am, not too far, and I'm standing by the cuneiform tablets, the Cyrus cylinder, and in the exhibitions and the Agibi tablets, like the Babylonian banking family. That was there, and these are all these actual things that Carl Olaf Johnson mentioned in his book, and there's a whole procession of Jehovah's Witnesses from whatever congregation they were in. I didn't recognize them, doing a Bible tour, and I'm like, I'm here researching 607 and taking photographs of the cuneiform tablets in the museum, talking about the fact that it says 587, 586, the Jerusalem and everything. And they're coming along to probably say the opposite to me. And I thought, shall I stick around? They don't know who I am.
Oh, Maverick. Yeah. You know my mouth already, right? You know how I would have reacted to that.
Yeah.
I would have had to jump in and take over the tour from there.
I was kind of a PMO still. It was early then, so I
Right.
hadn't kind of deprogrammed myself from the whole thing exactly. But I used to sneak off on a Sunday instead of going to the meeting, and then read Carl Olaf Johnson's book like a mad person. You know what I mean? And then
Right.
and then just like and then go and research when I could in the museum. So it's all there. All the evidence is there. And
Every
funny
bit of
enough,
it's there.
yeah, on my study, it was on my study that I was alerted. My actual Bible study conductor was the one who just nonchalantly said, "Oh, by the way, we say 587, we say 607, but if you look in the history books, it'll be 587." I said, "So why is that then?" Well, they come with their own calculations, but the organization says it's 607. So if he never said anything to me, I would not have been aware of the controversy.
Oh wow.
And so 28 years later, it was a thing that got me out. It stayed. It was embedded in me.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so it was full circle there.
I'll never forget asking a rabbi, and the answer I got was pretty interesting. It was like they think 586 was the answer I got.
Yeah.
But they said to conclude the 70 years, the temple wouldn't complete it until 516. And they didn't consider themselves free from slavery until the temple was completed to show they were a nation again.
Yeah.
Without the temple, they didn't consider themselves a nation.
And it took over 15 years for them to leave Jerusalem, because it wasn't just, oh, okay, you guys can go now. You can go now, and everyone just went out like the Exodus to the Red Sea. It wasn't like that. It was. So when does the actual thing start? So that's a good question to ask a witness. When did the actual thing start? Yeah.
When it unravels, to me, the night I remember sitting in front of my computer, and the night I woke up, it was the end point for me. I just left the meeting, and I came home, and I done my research on the computer, and I sat there. And I literally said out loud, I said, without 607, there is no 1914. Without 1914, there are no Jehovah's Witnesses.
That's correct.
It stopped me in my track right there. And everything I knew, I remember crying. I just bawled my eyes out when I woke up to that point. I said, I've been lied to all the time.
Did you know about the 1799, 1874, 1878 at that point?
Not at that point. I had no clue at that point.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask you a question? When your wife noticed the changes with the beards and that was a problem, did y'all ever go up to the elders and say, hey, why that's not okay? Like, why would they disfellowship a brother for that, and now it's okay? Did you ever ask an elder out of curiosity?
So yes and no. To this day, I mean, my wife, she was bothered by things far before the beard issue. That's just the one she became vocal on to me, and she was PMO basically before all that. But afterwards, to this day, I still text elders. I'm not disfellowshipped. I'm not removed. I have been. They have not been able to put any restrictions on me. They haven't met with me, nor do they want to. And we protest. Our names are on every list in the book. We have an exjw friends bumper sticker on our car and everything else. And anyway, but I still have open communication with active witnesses. I have very open communication. I have an open door policy with them. I want them to come and visit. I would love for them to come and talk with me, and I talk with them on a regular basis, or try to. I text them and I ask them questions all the time, and every time I get the same responses.
Wow!
So it's always it doesn't matter. What matters is moving forward and blah 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 blah. It's the same scripted answer every time.
Yes,
do you find, Seth? Do you find? Dallas is in the chat as well. I'll just say hello to Dallas as well. But Seth, do you find that you get right? Do you get the responses now, like A, B, C, D, baby responses? Like
Absolutely.
You don't know. It's so annoying. I tell you, it
is annoying. It does, and I work for the school system. It feels like I'm talking to kindergartners.
Yeah.
It really does. It feels like there's no knowledge there. There's nothing but what the Watchtower quotes, and I mean, it's just it's really simplistic answers without any research behind it.
Yeah.
I know, and when they're talking to if they like, for example, my former friends that were there, the brothers and that were there, it's like they meet in the very short period of time, maybe a year and a half before I put my letter of disassociation in, and that period there was kind of a back and forth with my best friend at the time, and he's like, well, I said to him, okay, look, let's not talk about this, guys. You know, like let's just leave it there. I know Jehovah is God's name. You know, nothing's changed. There's no kind of crazy, wacky ideas coming from me. It's just these single issues that are a problem with me, and I can't get around it. You know, the facts are the facts. You know, I can't say that this thing in stone is not true. And he said, well, let's just go back to the basics. I want to concentrate on the basics. I said, how much more fundamental can you get than whether they claim to have an election from invisible election in 1914? How much more fundamental do you want me to get? He just like, that doesn't really mean anything to me, la 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 la. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't reason with you then. Just let's not talk about it. And then he started sending me annoying paragraphs from the Watchtowers. I said, don't go there.
Oh man,
said,
I would
"Don't go
love
there."
to have a conversation like that. Oh boy, that's fun for me though, because I
Yeah.
got a little bit of a mouth on me, probably
Well,
more than
me
a little
too.
bit. But
I mean, he got it from me in the end because he just wouldn't give up. So I just told him. I still have the recordings of our backwards and forwards. So, but the funny
That's
thing is, the
great.
very last thing I said to him is, when this organization abandons you, my door will be open. Remember that.
right, please come visit me.
Yeah.
I'll be here for you.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here for you.
Seth, I guess you have family in the Jehovah's Witness.
Well, I know you wanted to say in the truth there. I heard that coming. I heard it's so programmed. I have my in-laws. My family, I don't associate with them for different reasons, but they're all across this country, and so some of them I get to talk to, some of them I don't. But I was really a single-handed one in it. My grandparents were in it, but they died in 2019 and 2018 respectively, and so but they were seat warmers. My grandparents really didn't believe it. They just didn't know where else to go, and I pressured them to be there. You know, it was me who pressured them to be there, and so they came, but they were seat warmers. They no heavy Watchtower study. My grandpa, he would study his Bible heavily. I mean, that man was a note taker. But other than that, no family. Now my in-laws, they are very much active JWs. My grandparent in-laws, a lot of them are super in. And when I say super in, they take their shunning policy seriously.
Okay. Yeah. And so it's mostly your in-laws.
And how about
Correct.
your wife? Does she have a lot of family in?
Oh yeah, she's got a lot of family in. Now she has what we like to call the OG YouTube apostate, you know, people like back when it was before it was cool to have a YouTube channel and stuff. They were super active on the websites. So it became an apostate situation there. And now that we've left, they are some of the kindest, gentlest Christians I've ever met. So loving, so kind.
Oh.
And so they're great people, and we love to have a relationship with them now. It's great.
This is funny.
That's
This
great.
channel technically is 6 years old, but it had nothing on it but one video for 6 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he did it, and then I wasn't messing with it because I was like, you're scared.
Yeah.
And then after, I basically, my waking up was like officially the beginning of 2018, towards the end of 2017. But you're new at this, Seth. You're very new.
We jumped right in. You know what? I took a lot of inspiration from ones like Vern, from Rick Farron, from you guys. I've watched a couple of your, and I'm like, you know what? The more people who are out doing this kind of work, the we take it from a way of kindness. We want to be kind about it. Like when we protest, we're
Right.
not out holding signs. Watchtower is wicked. We all know that. We know that, but that's not going to help one's leave. We want to be there to help one's leave,
Right.
and know that they have a safe place to go. That's what my wife and I wanted when we
Yeah.
left. Is we wanted a safe place to go and had nowhere to go. We didn't know who to talk to or anything like that. So
I felt that way too.
yeah, we were scared. It was lonely, but so we want to let people know it's okay. You have a place to go. And I did see a question on if we left before Dakota was born.
Yeah.
Dakota, that was an interesting one. He was about 5 or 6 months old when we left, and like I said, I was a JW's JW. We took him to his first convention when he was 11 days old.
Oh wow.
Newborn, and it put him in the hospital. I think I told that story to
Oh
Rick
yeah, I
before.
remember you saying. Yeah.
It put him in the hospital. They passed him around, kissed all over him. And
No.
my wife was, no, this is my baby. I want to hold him. And I told her, don't be selfish. This is the congregation's baby. This baby belongs to everybody. And I was forgive me for saying I was a real jackass about it at that point, but I see her point on it now. It put him in the hospital, and she requested to visit her. And I opened it up. I said, come and visit.
One of the things that I do, sometimes I get a little overzealous, but I got to remember, is the majority of witnesses, not all now, don't get me wrong, because there's that element of bad, but the majority really have good intentions, or what they're doing, what they think or they're doing is good.
Yeah.
So
correct.
Keeping that in mind, when I say things, I do try to keep that in mind, because the majority of them think they're doing something good. They just are misled very badly by people who know it's not good.
Anthony, can I just respond, maybe, if I may, to Born AJW's comment? It's a really good one, but I've had this kind of reasoning as well. When the brother who I was talking to at the time, he said, "Well, we're living in the last days," and for me, I tried to get him to think about, we're not talking about whether we're in the last days or not. That the more to Watchtower is not interested in whether we're this 587 or 1914 proves that we're in the last days. The reason why they cannot move away from it is more about the fact that it establishes their authority as the channel of God. That's their issue, not so much whether we're in the last days or not. It's more about that, because if you take away that explanation, then Jesus didn't return invisibly in 1914 and elect the Watchtower out of all the other thing. That's the issue, So, people can make a claim saying, well, we're living in very critical times. If you lived in different, that's a personal kind of thing that needs to be reflected on when we read the Bible. If you still believe in the Bible or so on, a believer has to come to their own thing on that. Where we are in the stream of time, and as you said, no one knows the day or the hour. But from a Jehovah's Witness authority structure point of view, they cannot mess with that date.
It's their whole basis for existence.
Yes,
that's the entire basis for existence.
Exactly
hinges on 1914, because that's the one thing. That's one of the first things you learn when you enter into the organization is about 1914 and what makes it special. And so without that, and why it has been special, like you said, it's because it was the time when, quote, Jesus elected them to be his organization. And, all the refinements since then have been because Jesus was leading the organization at that point from 1919 onward. And so without that, again, no Jehovah's Witnesses. They do not exist without their 607 doctrine.
Yeah.
That's so true. Christian has a I like what he says here. What does a Jehovah's Witness think of the year 607? That it's more reliable than Wikipedia, Babylon, and all of archaeology combined. That's true. We'll throw in ChatGPT as well.
But without going into historical kind of, it's not easy to describe how people get to an understanding of why 607 is not wrong. But put it this way, with keeping it very simple, you have to literally destroy the Egyptian record, the Babylonian record, the Assyrian record, Greek as well. All their kings lists, all their manuscripts correspond to who was king at the time, and so on. So they all had corroborating manuscripts and documents of that time saying that these kings and rulers ruled for such and such a time. You had banking families like the Igebe family in Babylon, and there's not a single year of Babylon history that hasn't been documented and who was reigning as king. So it's impossible. You have to literally butcher the entire
world history.
Yeah. you literally, I mean, every angle you come from, they come unstuck, and that's why they don't want to go there.
Only 8 million people have it right. The rest of everybody's completely wrong.
Exactly. It's just crazy. So yeah,
a lot of people like they use the thing, they say, oh, 1914, these wars and all these people that died, blah blah blah. 1315 to 1317 was the Great Famine that hit Europe and killed half the population. Then you had the religious revolution that hit 1500s with Martin Luther and killed millions of people. You had the Great Winter that went on for a whole year? Yeah, because of the volcanoes erupting in the 1500s. So there's been worse times in history.
Yeah.
And then they try to paint it as it was the worst time in history. It wasn't.
Yeah. To add to what you just said, is a brilliant point you made. And in Carl Olaf Johnson's book, that's what I'm saying. If you're not really wanting to go into this too deeply, just the first chapter of his book, it outlines how many times in history throughout the Middle Ages they thought their Gentile times had ended. So from 1190 to 1250 and it is a big long list. And almost every single year, the what's it called? The priests and the monks would try and work out when the Gentile times had ended. So it's not a new thing. Russell he didn't reinvent the wheel. He was just jumping, as we said, this SDA, William Miller's, and he thought, well, William Miller got it wrong in 1844, so I know the new light. I'm the last messenger. I'm the Laodicean messenger. I'm the one who's going to get it right.
Yep, that's all it was.
Yeah,
it's just him trying to
just another movement.
Yeah,
falling into place of Wendell and Storrs and Stetson.
I mean, I was going to be raptured. What was that, about a month ago? I was going to be raptured.
Right.
And I went to church the next day and said, "Boy, we're all here. This is either really good or really bad."
Yeah, I know there have definitely been people.
That's a joke, by the way. I didn't believe that.
Yeah.
all across. I mean, wasn't there also 2012 was another year when the Mayan calendar was supposed to end, and then that was it. That's all she wrote. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, a lot of us were active witnesses during that time, and I remember some of the viewpoints of the witnesses on that. Some of them were serious. Some of them were really serious. Like, oh yeah, that's very possible. I can see Jehovah using, 2012 as the way to move us. I said, "Are you serious?" I mean, I sat there was thinking that then. Are you serious? And the congregation that said, "Well, 2012 is our final year. We're gonna exit in 2012," and the entire congregation was dissolved because they were told to go vote for a political figure, and that was a nearby congregation to us, and that was our way out. I was wow, I was blown away.
Yeah, I know, and people have to stop predicting the end times.
But they're always going to.
Yeah.
I wish they would, but it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's so embedded. It's so embedded into the culture of these end of the world cults. They're so preoccupied with trying to predict it, and yet Jesus said, "Do the opposite. Don't try and predict the day or the hour. Only the Father knows. So why are you trying to just live your life?" And that's one of the things that it cripples. We were talking about the freedom, the original kind of topic for the show, about having freedom and not have fear. for me now, I don't really care when the end comes. If it's going to go anywhere. At the end of the day, it's either I'm going to go first and find out what's on the other side,
Yeah.
or it's going to meet me. So either way, we can't. It's going to happen. So why am I?
And I love sharing theories, Maverick.
Yeah.
It's fun to share theories of what you
Sure.
think may happen, but don't preach it as gospel. Don't say,
yes.
"Oh, this is." And some people say, "Oh, well, same thing's going to continue for, thousands of years in the future. We're still going to be here."
Yeah.
And yada yada. Well, and that may be the case too. I'm not saying anything dogmatically. That's
Yeah.
what I love about being free. Having the freedom is we're free to share our ideas. I have my interpretation of what the Bible says.
That's it.
My wife has hers, and the next person can have theirs. And then there's some people who won't even look at the Bible, and it's all okay.
That's
It's
it.
okay.
There you
to
go.
feel that way.
All okay.
That's it.
It's
It's like
all
your mom. Her mom was telling me, and talking about the end of when the end comes and not being resurrected or whatever, just being ceased to exist, right? And I said, "Where's the fear in that, Faye?" I said, "There is no fear in that." I said, "If I cease to exist, that's not punishment. I won't know anything about it. I will no longer exist." I said,
Right.
"But think about this. If I'm right in what I believe, it's not so pretty."
Yeah.
What
I
did
was
she
like,
say?
She said she didn't say nothing. You don't remember? She just stood there and looked at me funny.
Probably just made her think like, oh.
I said, "So just it don't matter." I said, "Because I don't see any fear in what you believe. No fear at all." I said, "The only fear is what you've generated inside your mind."
Yeah.
You know what? I used to have an issue. People used to get me wrong, in my congregation when I started to vocalize how I feel. I said, "Look, you're against the governing body. Oh, you're starting to." I said, "No, what I'm against is their loose tongues and the way that they say we are speaking for Jehovah." Well, if you're speaking for Jehovah or you're speaking for the Lord, the next thing that comes out of your mouth, you cannot backtrack and say, "Oh, we got it wrong," because you're not speaking from your own mouth.
And then say that, we're not infallible, but we have no need to apologize.
That's it.
Well, what about all those deaths? All those, all the stuff that happened from that. Everyone disfellowshipped, everyone who was shunned because of the policy you just reversed.
Yeah.
Huh?
Samuel Heard's one was outrageous. I think that's the worst one I've heard.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was the worst. I mean, I'm not speaking. He doesn't even open his mouth when he's talking. It's just this,
Okay, I've
I'm
got
not
a Sam
picking on
Hurd
him.
story. It's
on.
hilarious.
All right.
Okay, so I was working security at a convention that he was speaking at, and I was placed right outside the chairman's door. And I was really active. I was gung ho. I was on charge to be the next governing body member. That was I didn't claim to be anointed at the time or anything, but anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm working security, and it's back when we had radios we had to listen to instead of we had to put the little handheld radios in our ears to get the program if we were working somewhere. And I'm sitting in the chair outside the door and I'm waving it in the air and I'm not getting any signal. And I get a tap on the shoulder and I look up and it's Sam Hurd, and he said, "Do you have a problem?" And I, no joke, I looked back and cowered in fear and said, "Oh, I don't know. Do I? You know more than I do." I looked at him as a god at that time.
Wow.
And he said,
Wow.
"No, brother, with your radio. Do you have a problem with your radio?" And apparently he was having a problem with it, his radio signal too. And I treated him like a god, because I don't know. Do I have a problem? You know more than I do.
Hey, Seth, never has a true word been stated. They have a problem with their radio to God. They're not tuned into the right. They're not. They're not tuned into the right frequency there. Because
Absolutely. I thought that was so funny though. Do you have? And I said, "I don't know. You know more than I do." And well, he knows a lot less than what we do. I know that.
Right there makes me wonder how witnesses hadn't woke up on that, because you watch Winder and a couple others say this. They're uninspired and fallible, correct?
Mm.
But yet they claim to speak for Jehovah, correct?
There you go.
Right. I don't think God's infallible,
I said, does anybody know the definition for these words?
And ironically, if I'm not mistaken, I think there is the early references actually say that the reason why God chose them is because of their infallible understanding of the word.
Bingo, that is correct.
Correct. Absolutely.
So which one is it? Which one is it?
Right.
True.
But this is critical thinking. This is the exercise of reasoning through things and joining the dots. And they scramble the witnesses' brains are all scrambled now because it's so disjointed. The way the study articles. 1 minute you're talking about Isaiah in Old Testament things, and then the next minute it's someone else's thing, and you're like, what? There's no continuity, like.
Maverick, I used to look at that as beautiful, though. I used to look at the unity. I look at that and say, they're truly united in everything. There's no room for free thinking because we are united. We already believe everything the same. And I used to look at that as such a beautiful thing. Like, man, I could go to Kingdom Hall. I'm here in the United States. I could go to one in France. Mm-hmm. And they're teaching the same thing at the same day, and I'm going to embrace them because we all believe the same way. And I look at that now and I think, whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
If that's not a cult,
It's true.
That's so funny because I remember KC telling me exactly those words.
Yeah.
That's
It's
one of the
something
things that prove they were Jehovah.
Be proud of. But actually, when you leave, you actually realize that Jehovah's Witnesses are not the only ones who follow a certain format. Like, say, for example, the Catholic Church, you can get their book. They have a book called a Missal, and in the book it tells you everything they're going to do for the entire year, every Sunday. Yeah. So, and then the Latter-day Saints also have
the same thing.
They have a book that they follow, and it's the same.
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's the same thing.
It doesn't make it true. It just means we teach the same. Yeah, okay, you teach the same way, but that doesn't.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
Are you able to speak with any? Do you have JW relatives?
I do, but they're not here right now.
So are you able to speak with them ever, or do you have conversations? Okay,
I cannot talk about exjw.
What do you talk about? That's my thing. Is we're finding with my in-laws, we have nothing in common anymore. There's nothing in common.
Anything in common now. That is
mostly
true.
Just you talk about the weather,
Yeah, you talk about the very basic stuff, but the in-depth, the love that you used to really have, there's nothing there. But I get on here on a bunch of these different YouTube channels with XJWs, and boy, we talk about everything. These shows go on for hours. Yeah, there are a lot of them are centered around the XJW world, but you can talk about so many things in depth and you don't believe the same thing. That's okay. We don't all have to believe the same thing.
That's right. Yeah, and you can still get along and everything.
Absolutely.
As long as there's respect and everybody is respecting each other's point of view, there's it's good to explore because I've learned so much. I was humbled when I left. I thought, my goodness me. Proverbs 4:18, the whole of Proverbs. I'm like, how much of an idiot am I? Just read the whole of Proverbs and it doesn't have anything to do with new light, as in doctrinal new light. It just talks about two types of roads, and if you go on the road of corruption and iniquity and all the rest of it, you're going to have a bad ending. And if you choose,
and here I am feeling bad. I haven't studied my Watchtower yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Guilty. So annoying.
I mean, I can just glance at a Watchtower now in about 5 minutes. It's like the baby formula.
I used to think I knew how to study. I used to think I knew how to study deep subjects because I thought, I did, but it was like you said, baby talk is baby food in there in front of you. And it was not real baby. It was baby junk food. That's what it was. It was
baby junk food.
That's true.
I think it's by design.
It's terrible.
I got a feeling it's by design. They don't want the brothers and sisters to be really clued up on chronology and stuff. They want to move away from it. I think that's what it's about. I was wondering whether it was just the fact that people's appetites for kind of deep study. I think that is to an extent true as well. People don't have the time or the appetite for deep study like in the 70s and the 60s and so on. But I do think it also plays into their hand, like, well, we're just doing current. It's about current truth, always current truth. So never mind what's happened 5 minutes ago. It was
Yeah,
completely-
that you can't study things because it changes so fast. You can't study it or believe it as a JW reading JW material because it changes so quickly.
I like this. Last Sunday's Watchtower was wonderful. Oh yeah, what was it about? I can't remember. That is
No,
exactly
exactly.
that with my mom.
Why?
I'll
my-
ask her questions to put her on the spot. Oh yeah, well, what was the talk about? I don't remember. I have to check my notes. I mean, silly.
That is so funny.
Why y'all got
So
a
funny.
comment on this?
Yes, Dallas.
Hey,
We're
Dallas.
so sorry. Please,
And
please come in.
I think what y'all saying it's true that as baby food, they want you to take in whatever they spoon fed exactly like babies. That's right. What you're saying. That's what I wanted to share here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Coda, you got anything to say about it? You want to say anything?
No
No,
comment.
you're right, Dallas. It's
yes.
they're all spoon fed.
Yeah, like Jenny says, they don't even read the Bible. They read how the governing body explains. Yes.
Baby food.
I see when a JW reads a
I like what
verse,
Jeff
they
said.
are going to the explanation so fast before they proceed. Yeah. It's like
Can I ask a question to anyone who's been at the meetings or just even not that long ago been out? Because I've been out 14 years now. Last meeting I went to was 13, 14 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
And when I was going, I used to, the interlinear, the blue one,
yes.
that translation. I started to take that because I wanted to reference the New World Translation. It wasn't the silver sword then; it was just the black one, the one we had for a while, and then just to compare the Greek and the original. And I was getting funny looks, like, why have you got that? Now I'm thinking because are they even taking Bibles to the meetings, or is it just tablets now? I know there are some more tablets, but are there any Bibles on display at all at the Kingdom Halls? I wonder.
No, I can answer that one.
Serious?
Okay, so my Kingdom Hall, before I left, it got a remodel, and the entire literature cabinet became a small. It looked like a kitchen shelf, honestly.
USB
and
stick.
it's tiny, and there were Bibles, none displayed. They were put in the drawer. What was displayed was the current Watchtower issue or whatever, and there was only a few of those left. So no, they do not display the Bible.
I think they're probably hung, drawn, and quartered if I turned up with the Bible now at the meeting.
Correct. You would be looked at as different as we're. I know. That's the funniest thing, because when I was going, anyone who brought physical books, it was odd. It was very odd.
The Bible, even the gray silver Bible?
sword.
They had them, but if you brought a physical copy of a Bible, it was just looked at as weird.
I remember the day when they were on the other end, like you had to bring everything was physical. If you brought a tablet, that was frowned on.
Yeah, it was like that for some time, and now it's very different.
I noticed when we went, so we've been to Kingdom Halls, take pictures, see how many people's fallen away. Like the one Kingdom Hall we took pictures of, it used to have 165 publishers.
Like 155.
155 publishers. And now it's only got 35 people there total.
Wow.
And one of the elders we know, who don't want to say too much, but he's also on our channel, because it was so funny the day we posted it on here. He was like, I know that Kingdom Hall. We thought he was just playing, and then he mentioned some names. Like, oh wow.
He really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try bringing back, like you said.
Yeah.
An 1984 Black Bible.
You bring the 84 reference Bible and look at the looks that you get. Just watch the people stare.
We didn't see, the only Bible I saw there was the one that she took with her. She took the silver sword to make it look good. And everybody had tablets or their phone.
It's all tablets.
So if you go to the meeting clean shaven with a Bible, they're going to think you're an apostate.
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
What are you supposed to do to not stand out? I mean, I thought, dress up and look appropriate.
Well, all the women wear dresses except for that one lady had a pantsuit on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we live in Convention City. I don't know if you guys have watched any of our YouTube videos or not, but we do peaceful protest, and we live in Convention City. Less than a mile away is where they have the conventions. So we go there and we peacefully protest. And sometimes my wife and I will sit at the park across from the convention center around lunchtime. Instead of protesting, we'll sit there and we'll count how many pantsuits we see and how many beards we see. It's easier to count the women who are wearing dresses, and it's easier to count the men with clean shaven faces because there's a whole lot less of them. Everybody has a beard now, and everybody wears pants.
It's a reaction to trauma.
The Kingdom Hall, almost all the men had beards, but only one lady had a pantsuit.
Yeah, they were all wearing like suits and ties. And
wow, that is interesting.
Well, there was a
where are you guys located?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah. So we're near Anthony Morris area.
Oh yeah, Low Lumberton.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go out there and just go to their Kingdom Hall. I heard he's not there though. So
no, that's what we've heard as well. He don't go. He does Zoom. I assume
Zoom meetings or something.
His wife has been there a few times, but not often.
So interesting. So interesting.
That's what on a slightly serious note. The translation is probably one of the biggest weapons to messing with it, twinking the verses that are significant to back up their unique theology. And then when you go to a Bible and say, well, it's in the Bible. That's how I got duped because I didn't have a knowledge of the Bible before I became a witness. I mean, I say I became a witness, like my mum became a witness before me, and then I was in my middle teens. So she dragged me along to the meeting, not dragged, but I said, I'll come along, keep my mum company for a while. And then a brother said, do you want to just try a study? Yeah, okay then. Just one study that turned into, he just didn't stop coming. And I was that kind of person where, okay, well, you don't really understand. And before long, you start getting pulled into the community and everyone is love bombing you. And literally, that's how I got into it with my middle teens.
That's what pulled me in too. And what's funny is I came in from freedom. My parents were not Jehovah's Witnesses. My parents, they were not, that had nothing to do with the organization whatsoever. And I came in as a very young teen, 12, 13 years old. I came in because of, I felt it was, and my family, they're non-religious whatsoever. They don't go to church. They don't care. They really don't care. And I came in thinking, well, I've got the truth. And I convinced them all to quit celebrating holidays and not do this and not do this. And I came in because of the love bombing. It was, there was so much love, or I felt there was.
Seth, real quick, I want to just ask you one question so everybody on here can know. What's your YouTube channel name?
It's exjw Coulters. It's pretty easy. You just type, just type in exjw Coulters. I think that's right under my name there, and it should bring you to the channel. But that's just some fun stuff on there.
All right, good deals.
We're working on it.
See you, because you're on your.
There's only like 11 videos on there, but I've been trying different things, and really, honestly, the YouTube channel, I started this, my wife and I did, for our healing. It's really selfish. Again, it's not for anyone else. It's because it's healing for us. We love it.
That's good.
Well, that's what it's all about.
That's great.
It's about being, healed from inside and do what you got to do.
Right.
It's not really selfish. That's just wise.
And it's everyone's got their own way of getting through those first hard months and years, because for the first year and a half for me, it's funny enough, people don't know this, but back in 2014 I started a YouTube channel. I posted one video about sort of subliminal messages in the Watchtower, and it got quite a lot of people interested. And then I thought, I'm not ready for this. I'm just not ready, so I took it down. And I just thought, I'm just not ready for to deal with exposure. I was raw and I was too emotional. I was just doing what. So and I'm glad I did that, because sometimes, for me personally, I knew I would have come out with a whole lot of things that I don't feel that way about things now, and come across angry or whatever. And I just thought, I'm just compose myself and just focus on myself a bit first, and then I'm glad I did that. So but yeah, everyone coming along to these platforms or starting YouTube channels or whatever, you got to find what works for yourself, and it's good to do that.
Yeah.
And one thing I think for sure is you can't have enough YouTube channels.
Oh yeah,
because the more people exposed,
Absolutely not.
the better it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And everyone has a different taste, and I'm learning this. The hard part though is everyone live streams at the same time.
yeah, that's it. True.
Maybe
Oh.
we should
And you want to be involved with them all. You never want to miss anything. So
bounce.
that's
Yeah.
the fun part.
Yes. I like what Born JW had said earlier, because when we were talking about how they used to say that we could only have the physical copies of the Bible and the Watchtower and stuff. Then they said, now they're saying, it's okay to have iPads or whatever. And I guess they prefer that. But he says it's the organization discovered how easy it is to edit old material.
Right.
And so then they were wanting you to go.
Well, and that's the thing. So I was still active when they made the announcements that they encouraged, even from stage, using the iPads and electronic devices. That when they encouraged that was because so many updates. It was quick to push an update. It was easy to push an update to a device. It's not so easy. I'm sure you guys remember the book study through the Revelation book, where you had to clip out and paste in the new paragraphs to the Revelation book and everything, and clip them out of the old Kingdom Ministries and things. And it was easier to push an update to a digital device. And so now they can sneakily do it, and most people would never recognize that paragraph or that scripture said something different before.
Yeah, and to add to just what you said, Seth, even the CD-ROM era, as it started to before the JW.org was kind of took over from that, they would have updates on that as well. So the CD-ROM was obviously on a CD, and the whole library was there, but going back to 1950. And you could go right back to 1950, even with the CD. And then they started to put updates. So if you just updated your version, it would because obviously you'd install it onto your computer, and it would just reference the new references. It's much easier now for them to do that. They can just literally in a click, they can update everything. But you can keep hold of those CD-ROMs.
Has anybody figured out how hard it is now to search things on jw.org?
It is entirely difficult.
Something and boom, it was there. Now it's hard. Like,
I mean, it's still, there's information there.
Yes.
But you gotta kind of dig a little more, I guess.
It's very much a digging. You have to dig heavily to find anything, because they want everything to be surface level on there. They want it to be so I did pose a question quite a few days to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, she is a very active JW. She loves everything JW except the shunning policy. She still talks to my wife and I, and she hates when we bring up religious stuff. But I asked her a question, and she tried to research it, and she can't. She said, "Well, I know it was there. I knew it was there, but it's not there because it was edited or removed." Whatever she was alluding to, whatever, she cannot find her own information as an active witness.
It's so difficult to talk to them, because you're hearing witnesses say, "Oh, that was done by AI." Oh, the Royal Commission, I think he's not Anthony Morris. What's his name? Jeffrey Jackson's statements were AI. That kind of thing. I mean, It was a court. It was a legal platform recorded live. I actually watched it live because I had not long come out, and I stood up. I was staying up all hours with Australia, and watching it live, and I went, "Oh my goodness me!" He actually said that. It would be presumptuous.
Yep. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Oh, it's all AI. It's AI. It's not real. You can't win. You can't reason with people who are just convinced That, yeah.
You know, there was a Watchtower article printed back in 1986 that discussed that they admitted they had CSA that was bad, a bad amount of it. They admitted they had wife swapping, all kinds of things going on.
Oh yeah.
And they admitted it in the Watchtower. Now you can go and find it, but try to find it if you don't know which Watchtower it's in.
Well.
And here, post this picture. I'll show you where it's at.
I'm just going to say goodbye to some people that are leaving happy thoughts. And Keith Silver is back.
Oh, hey, Keith.
And thank you also for the kind comments. Borna JW said that this is one of his favorite channels. And
thanks, man.
And Sue. And let's see. And happy thoughts.
Yeah, mention it.
So
Sorry.
Thank you all for
this is it.
For the kind comments. Okay.
Now this right here, they admit, if you guys can read this, this is in a 1986 Watchtower, January the 1st, like in the days of Noah, and they're talking about the problems they were having within Bethel.
Fixing to be on cameras.
And can you see what it says?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shocking. Oh, sorry. I was sitting there about to read it. I'm so used to the meetings where I read.
Yeah. It's fine.
36,000 people in 1986 were disfellowshipped.
Wow.
30. It says the number right there. 36,900, almost 37,000.
Because of
CSA. They even mention it. Child or wife swapping.
That was just at Anthony. That might have been just at Bethel.
That was, yeah.
And what year was this?
This is January the 1st, 1986, Watchtower.
So right after Crisis of Conscience and things.
Exactly.
I mean, well, no, Crisis of Conscience was published way later, but after Raymond left and all that. So that was their cleanup period, huh?
Yeah. 2 years after Raymond left is when this happened.
Okay.
Now, this is, and Raymond had already said all this stuff was going on, right?
Right.
This is the article, the only time they ever admitted. Well, see, I was talking to somebody they were commenting on my channel, and I said, they've already admitted to it. Oh, they've never, ever had to. I was like, okay. And I had to find this article.
How fun.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's so aggravating when you have the actual bound volume or something, and they, no, I'm not looking at that. Nope. You can't make me.
They won't look at their own material. That is true. I've tried to show my mother-in-law so many things from Watchtower publications, and they won't look at it. It's apostate material now.
Yeah,
and that's the crazy part.
It's
I had an elder in my house doing the Bible study with me, and I get Millions Now Living Will Never Die. And I show him about 1925 and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Beth, Sarim, the whole works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's apostate. It's your material.
It's your material. Yeah, that's the thing. I used to be so proud of my theocratic history. That's how I would word it. This is my theocratic history. I'm so proud of it. And then I look back at it now and thinking, what was I proud of? I see the stuff in it. What in the world was I proud of?
Yeah. I said this to this brother that I was arguing with in those days before I got disassociated. I said to him, you sound like someone in court who just wants to hear the defense. I said, do you think that would start? Do you think that would stand? You know, like, let's hear all the evidence that make you look good, and then when the prosecution come along, no, we're not going to check anything that the prosecution's saying. No. What kind of a court would that be? You know,
you live forever in Bethel.
In hell.
Dallas, your laugh is killing me. I know you read that. That's funny.
I like Dallas. He makes me laugh, man.
Oh, Dallas is great.
Yeah. He's very witty.
Yes. They kick you out now if you're too old to operate a shovel. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, kicking out Bethelites.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're letting a bunch of them.
Well,
So what's the deal?
Ministry now.
They make sure you dig your own grave first, and then they kick you out.
Yeah. But these people have nowhere to go. Some of them, right?
They know where to go, and you know what? We sit here when we're kind of laughing at it.
Yeah, it's sad.
But I know some of these who I personally know some of them who are likely losing their positions at Bethel or Bethel ran organizations who give their entire life and have nowhere to go. Never had children, so they can't rely on them. They have nowhere to go, and their stipend they give them after they leave is a few $100, and that's it. And that's for a limited time. It's like 6 months or whatever. They give them, you know, $600-700 for 6 or 7 months, and that's it. And the rest is on them. And that just, it breaks my heart. I mean, I want to cry right now thinking about some of them who have been brainwashed their entire life and now have nothing.
That's just pure wicked, man.
Exactly.
Well, I know a couple that they were Bethelites for like 30 years, and probably about maybe like 9 years ago, they were asked to leave to go be special pioneers. So they were still getting their bills paid, but
Right.
they were no longer in Bethel, and they were, you know, just serving as special pioneers. And I don't know how much money they get. I guess it was enough for them to live on because they didn't work. But I wonder if that might change again because of their new light on how they're treating Bethelites.
Going to be a special pioneer, you actually get the same Bethel privileges. You're just out in the field at that point. So being quote unquote demoted to a special pioneer, they, because I knew a special pioneer couple really well, really well, and they spilled the beans on everything to me. They still had their car paid for, their rent, if they had to pay rent for their home, it's still Bethel paid it. They paid everything at that point. That was around 2014 when they did the quote mass layoff.
Right.
Well, now they're doing it again, except there are no positions outside of Bethel. Now you're just going back to a congregation, and you're simply a rank and file as everyone else. That's it. You just leave. There's nothing else for you. They don't pay for any more than 6 or 7 months worth of some expenses. Everything else is on you. And some of these people,
it's disgusting. It's terrible. And you know, on top of that, they don't even allow a person, say a person has a home before they became witnesses or whatever, that, you know, you gotta sell this, or you gotta abandon your business that you've built over how many many years. Let the people just live. If it's not affecting your work at Bethel, what business is it of Watchtower to tell you cannot have, you have to swear a vow of poverty and all the rest of it, while the fat cats at the top are living like kings, literally. It's absolutely it's really outrageous the way that they're operating, because you're not even, I mean, in this day and age now, it wasn't about that back in the past. You couldn't do an online business, you couldn't do even a little side hustle just to put some extra money on the table, which doesn't affect your work or your service at Bethel. I don't understand.
Right. And it makes me want to open up my spare bedroom for an ex-Bethelite, so they know they at least have somewhere to stay. And that's the thing. We're all humans, even though they are brainwashed to the highest degree. And then they'll say, "Well, thank you. Thank you for noticing. My mind has been washed clean." You know.
The couple that you knew that were special pioneers, are they still special pioneers?
No, they're as far as I know, I think they're getting rid of the special pioneer arrangement almost entirely. Some places still have it, but almost entirely getting rid of that provision as well. Listen to that.
Be like on their own financially.
Right. They'll be on their own financially.
They've never had anything else. They wouldn't have
never had anything. Imagine some of these are Social Security age people who can't work anywhere, and they have paid nothing in. Yeah, meaning they have nothing.
Well, what about those? There's the senior community that the organization owns.
Fishkill.
Yeah, that's
now,
Fishkill.
I need them.
Is that something that the special pioneers could move into?
As far as I know, but Fishkill is a small property. It's not very large. So if they're mass laying off as many as what they're talking about, or from what I've heard, they won't have a place to go because these properties are, and they're struggling because if they're laying off those two, they're also laying off these nurses and these other people who work for Watchtower, who are witnesses, the nurses and type, taking care of these older ones. They're laying them off too. So where does everybody go?
I know it's a good
They
point.
just bought that.
But I think they're trying
oh,
to.
here's somebody new.
Oh, it's Dallas.
Oh,
You
hey,
have
Dallas.
space now. Hi, Dallas. You can talk if you want. They were.
Let's got a big old beard.
Yeah, you got your JW beard there. I like that. No mustache for you, Seth.
I gotta shave.
Okay.
So do I, but mine's white. You can't see it.
Yeah.
I hated shaving for the meetings, and I hated it.
I agree.
See, and I guess I'm one of the odd ones out. I don't like hair on my face whatsoever.
Neither.
I shave.
I'm native mixed, so I don't have to shave often.
Right.
He's got quite a bit of stubble right now.
I'd always have stubble, but you know.
Yeah.
So.
So Beverly wants to know if they're still reporting how much or little they print. I don't think they do.
No, they do not.
Oh, so I think the reason why all of these changes with special pioneers and laying off some of the Bethelites is, I believe that all their lawsuits is costing them a lot of money, so they're trying to cut costs. That's my thoughts. I don't know if anyone else thinks that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's at one point I heard it was, I mean, millions a day per day being taken away. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And all this information, the average JW will never know.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah.
I had no clue that we had all these lawsuits against us when I was on the inside. I had zero clue. I knew they interviewed lawyers a lot on the broadcast, and I'm like, well, why are they interviewing a lawyer? What's that? I mean, I get ever so often, you know, you have to go to court and fight for, you know, your right to preach. But that's not at all why they're interviewing them. I didn't know there were so many lawsuits against us at that time.
Yeah, I know, you don't realize it. Okay, so someone here is saying that they are assigning congregations to be responsible for some of the ex-Bethelites. This was announced. Has any of you heard of that, Seth?
I have not.
No.
I have not heard about that. No.
By the way, this is someone new to the channel as well.
Yeah. Hello, NAA. I'm sure something happened with YouTube, and they're putting everybody.
Yeah, everyone's names have been jumbled up.
I know.
Yeah.
Like RC was somebody else, and I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, Dallas has something at the end of his name now too. I noticed a while ago.
Oh.
I put my numbers first, so they didn't bother with me.
Oh, yeah, 'cause it's still the same. Maybe that's what you have to do. Oh no, Dallas's is still the same.
It wasn't earlier when he was on. It had a number at the end.
I think you can go into your own YouTube account and do your name again if it's got stuff added to it.
Yeah, I noticed that on Joe and Fran's show the other night that everyone was coming up differently, and I was like, wait a second, is that who I think it is?
Yeah. So okay, Christian says that Serena Williams has traded her racket for a full-grain leather Bible.
Yeah, right after she cusses out the Empire.
Yeah,
they
you know,
go on live TV.
Yeah, this girl's supposed to be like a Jehovah's Witness now, baptized. She was baptized when she went to the Olympics.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
How does that work?
She's still an active member. She's not just fellowship.
I know.
They wouldn't.
Well,
dare.
she has that money she can donate.
Yeah, and they wouldn't dare anyway. The bad press. She could cause a complete storm for the Watchtower's PR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they know this.
Yeah.
And she does the crip walk on stage. That was hilarious.
Don't
I
you
love
have
that.
to do the national anthem for that?
Oh yeah, she did the national anthem.
I mean,
forgot about
I don't
that.
know. Did she? I didn't watch
I'm
it.
sure. I'm sure because I
She
think
still
that's a
put the
requirement
looks. I
for.
assume she did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can watch it. It's on YouTube.
Hmm.
Yeah, let me type that. I'm gonna find that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, Dakota said Dallas is really funny.
Oh.
Dakota, you want to come say hi to Dallas?
Live
Okay.
in
No.
Dakota.
Hey, Dallas. Dallas, you got a big beard, brother.
Well, I'd like it even bigger yet. Yeah.
Now, you're originally from North Carolina, Dallas?
Pennsylvania,
Oh, okay. What part of Pennsylvania? Coal country or?
South Central.
Oh, okay.
Uh, South Central, south of Harrisburg, rural area outside York.
Oh, yeah. Around where all the Mennonites and Amish are.
That's Lancaster, where the Amish are. York County, Adams County, that's
Yeah. York.
Mennonites. I've been around them, met some, even visited farms.
They make some
Been
good
around
meat,
never lived on a farm, but visited and touched the animals and
Yeah.
climbed on hay bales.
Yeah.
Oh.
Country food, just I've experienced that.
How long have you been out of the organization now? Out of Watchtower?
I think I started doubting for a long time, but when they stopped meeting, then that's when I quit going and
So like 2020, 2021.
and when certain ones died, I thought it wasn't worth being a part of the community.
That's true.
Especially a long time family friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was you born in that Dallas? I don't think I asked you this before. Was
Yes.
you were born in? Yeah, right.
So
It's hard.
you're a country guy.
I am, but 17 years in Pennsylvania, then 14 years in Texas.
Texas. There
Are
you
there
go.
Amish looking ministerial slaves down there? Does someone ask?
Calm down.
I tell you what I've
I'm
been
originally from the
noticing.
country, Dallas. I'm from the middle of nowhere in Alabama. On a
And
native
then 7 years here after 14 years in Texas,
Where you at now?
Aberdeen area,
Oh, okay.
where
Aberdeen.
that is.
Yeah, I know where Aberdeen is.
That's where I'm living, that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did find some information on Serena
Yeah.
Williams and the Olympics, if anyone's
Oh,
interested.
okay, good. Sure.
So
No.
she wore an American flag on her jacket, which would get a lot of people, a talking to from the elders anyway.
Yeah.
But she also was a torch bearer, which is obviously super related to pagan roots and things. On top of that, she was actually getting some special treatment, on all that by the elders, a pat on the back, because it was basically making money for Watchtower. It was a business for them.
That's what I'm
so
thinking.
that whole torch bearing thing, that's what really strikes me.
I'm surprised she
That's-
didn't slap a jw.org blue badge onto it. That would have been worth it.
How funny.
True.
Pretty soon they're going to be advertising like that.
Sponsored
It's becoming
by
such a god to them.
Watchtower.org.
That logo is such a god to witnesses. They're going to pay for advertising.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually. You watch, it'll be a next Super Bowl commercial. Come to jw.org.
I've seen her advertising that semi-glutide shots for weight loss.
Yes, I did too.
YouTube. And I'm like, they could hire her to advertise for jw.org, while wearing a U.S. flag, American flag.
So she wears a flag. She carries the torch. She sings in the
national
anthem.
Yep.
The crip walk.
And she gets patted on the back for it.
Yeah. But it's money. That's all it is.
If that would have been you or any other witness, you guys would be disfellowshipped in a minute.
Disfellowshipped
Roasted.
real quick.
They were more
Roasted.
harsh during that.
For just going to the Olympics. I know
Yeah.
there was a talk at my Kingdom Hall about even watching the Olympics.
Oh,
How
my.
that's kind of a no-no. And, you know, if you watch it, at least don't tell everybody you're watching it. That was kind of the mum's the word. You know, if you're going to watch it, be quiet about it.
Yeah. That's true. And
This is craziness.
oh, but you know, back in
Wow.
the 70s and 80s, they were harsher because see, Michael Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness. He was baptized. One of
Oh,
Jehovah's
yeah.
Witnesses. And they did not care. They were like, no, you can't do Thriller. That's all the occult. And
They were like Anthony
and he's
Morris.
like, okay, fine, bye. You know, but I
Talk to
think
you
they
later.
realized that they ruined their money opportunities because he was extremely wealthy. They weren't going to make that same mistake twice.
That's why I like Anthony Morris. When he said something, he stuck to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gave us something to talk about.
I miss Grandpa Tony.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Too, man.
No.
At least he was real. He wasn't phony like these guys.
Yeah. So Keith is asking if the Amish looking, if they're Amish looking ministerial servants, I guess.
I bet they are now.
Okay. All right. I do have a comment on that. There are most of these people, they need to, that I really want to buy them a razor. They look terrible. My father-in-law thinks he can grow a beard and look good. Okay. He looks like one of these CSA guys. It's bad. It's bad.
Sir, you just reminded me a question I wanted to ask.
Oh,
Go
my,
on.
here's the reverse in that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. man.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
CSA guys nowadays are all clean shaved looking.
I was going to say there must have been a couple of weeks of complete, really disheveled looking brothers going into the Kingdom Hall.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, it was bad. That was my leaving point, was around then. I left in January. The announcement you could have beards was November 18th. And that's the day I called my wife an apostate and everything and or whatever. So I was still going to the Kingdom Hall during this fuzz period. That's what I call it, the fuzz period. It was bad. Seeing these men come in there so scraggly. It was scary.
it probably would have looked like sort of like the morning after a drunken party.
Yeah, and
it's
everybody's
like,
deciding to grow them at once.
Yeah.
Like you don't wear a tie anymore. And
It was all at once. When they announced it, every brother started growing their beard at the same time, and it was so bad. It's bad.
It was almost like you could just get out of bed and head on over to the Kingdom Hall.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Oh,
It's time to
boy.
sleep. Oh, Christian has to go. Thanks, Christian, for coming in today.
Thank you for being here, my friend.
And we're going to probably go ahead and end our stream now. And
Sure. It's been
you're-
nice. It's nice to have a chat with everyone, and it's been great.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
First time coming on the show.
Maverick,
I've listened to a
Dallas,
couple of videos.
thank you all.
Well, thank you. And it was my honor to be on.
Yeah, and I always love your the little things that you have to say, your little sayings. Those are great.
Yeah,
Dallas.
Dallas has got that.
Yeah, he's got that down pat.
I know.
He's actually given us some good ideas for shirts.
Yeah, exactly. And Seth, I've really enjoyed hearing your story because you're kind of a newbie. Only 2
Yeah.
years, Seth? 2?
2 years. 2 years.
Wow, we're talking like 2023.
Yeah. 2024 was my last meeting, was in January 24.
Would you
Okay.
be willing to do an interview, you and your wife together?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, give us that email. It's factsonjw@gmail.
If you want to send me an email,
Sure
and then
enough.
we
We'll
could
do that.
set something up for like a
Awesome.
And Maverick, one of these
Here's
days we got to
your
get your story.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Well,
I've been trying to get Maverick on my channel.
Yeah.
I'm being a maverick.
He and I start talking about music and just get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. We start talking about music. Yeah, no, I will. It's just I've got quite a lot going on at the moment to I really do it justice, but yeah,
No pressure.
no pressure.
I
No
know
pressure.
he
Just hurry
cannot,
up. No, I'm
he
just joking.
cannot do
Yeah,
your
yeah.
because I know it'll only be about music.
You don't have to yell
The
at
good.
them.
The good.
Say good night,
Why?
everybody.
Bye.
Good. Dallas,
Good
good
night.
night.
Yeah.
Good night, Dakota.
And Seth, just send me
Dakota,
an
good
email.
night.
Send
Yeah.
Sure
me an email.
will.
Thanks so much.
All right.
And
Good night, all.
All right. Good
You
night,
too,
everybody.
Seth.
Take care, guys.
Y'all. Take
All
care,
right,
y'all.
Take care.
Look forward to seeing you next time, Dallas. We might
Y'all.
try to sign on tomorrow, guys, just for an hour.
Cool.
Well,
Well, our clocks
hopefully
go
I
back.
make
for-
it.
What now?
The clocks go back for us in the UK.
Oh yeah, don't forget to change
So
your clocks.
we
Do they change for you too in the UK?
yeah, 2 p.m. 2 a.m.
Really?
Sorry, 2 a.m.
I wish.
Yeah, so
How many people want to do away with all this changing?
I know it's so annoying.
I want to be done with that.
I mean, it's,
I'm a bus driver. It really throws me off.
oh
for-
yeah,
That's annoying.
I've never been one, but I can understand, Seth.
Do
you
what?
guys on?
I try to understand, even though I don't do what he does. I have to try to be understand.
Oh, you understand, Seth? I got you. I see what you're saying.
I understand. I try to my best I can.
Yeah,
It's fine.
you're fine, Dallas. You do a great job, my friend. You always post some great comments. I'll tell you that.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks to everybody in the chat. And we really appreciate the really good comments here.
And you've tried food from everywhere, all over the U.S.
Oh
Dallas.
yeah, that's true.
Most I think I've mentioned to Seth about being in Missouri, but some things that I've tasted was in Texas.
I was going to ask a controversial question. Which states make the best steaks?
Texas.
Nebraska.
I'm always going to say Missouri
Nebraska.
for everything.
Missouri.
Missouri.
A variety
Yeah.
of places.
You've got everything
Texas
here.
probably have the best steaks, though.
Right.
I think that Seth he loves Kansas City and St. Louis barbecue.
We have the best of everything right here in the Ozarks. It's the best.
And you love your St. Louis pizza with its Provel.
Kansas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Provel's better than mozzarella, more flavorful. I love it, and I will even order it online, and I've ordered some
Did somebody say
delivered
Seth, a Kansas fan?
The South has the best food.
barbecue.
Oh, barbecue. Oh yeah, they have barbecue here. Yeah.
Seth didn't hear me.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay, so bye, Sue, and thank you all for coming in today.
I had a good
Born
friend of mine.
JW.
That was from Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize the animosity between Kansas City, Missouri and Kansas City, Kansas. It was hilarious.
Oh, there's such a beef there. I don't quite understand it, but there's stuff.
Is that Truman Bridge? Is that what it is? Truman Bridge?
Yeah, Truman Bridge.
And I've been to Branson, and one thing I saw in Missouri, they sell liquor in grocery stores, and even your drugstores, you can get
We're
liquor.
just 45 minutes north of Branson in the third largest city in Springfield, and it's just a big town. It's not even that big of a city, but it's the best place in the United States, and I'll stand by that.
Oh,
Well, that's cool, man.
Isn't that where Homer Simpson lived in Springfield?
Springfield, Illinois, wasn't it?
Or
What's that?
What was the name of the town where the Simpsons lived?
Springfield.
Yeah.
Was it Missouri or Illinois?
That was actually mostly based on Springfield, Oregon, which is, fun fact, is where I actually met my wife. So.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
Another Springfield. That's cool.
Well, that's kind of funny, man. Where we're from, we usually have a tendency to gravitate toward. But, I think I left Alabama at such a young age. I still like it. It was beautiful growing up in Mexico. but I left there at such a young age. You know, it's just California became my home.
Well, there's the invitation for anyone wanting to come to visit Springfield or Branson or whatever. Get a hold of me. We have a spare room. Come on out. Come visit us.
Maybe you'll visit Kansas City or St. Louis for some tourist attractions.
Oh yeah, and we got Branson in our backyard, so we're happy to see everyone.
Well, you know, I grew up around the Mormon faith, so you know Branson has a special place.
Yeah.
Right.
Just as a curiosity, where did Joseph Smith apparently get the revelation of the tablets?
Jackson County, Missouri, so Kansas City area. He got the revelation, I believe, in New York, but believe the Garden of Eden was in
that's it.
In Kansas City area, and they're building a new temple here in town, a Mormon temple. So I'm going to it. I'm going to the grand opening of it. I want to see it, and I want to see what this next cult is like.
The Vice President of the United States I was related to, and his sister became a Mormon, and that's, you know, the Vice President was the one that ordered the kill order.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Calhoun. That's
crazy.
So
I don't know if they. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I don't know why, but for some reason on YouTube, the adverts seem to be Mormon advertisements a lot.
Everywhere.
Have you noticed that too? Or is it just me?
Everywhere? Yes.
That's strange. They were on a recruitment drive. They've just pumped a lot of money into.
Well, I think that's, you know what, the Mormons are always about one step ahead of JWs, and the JWs follow shortly behind. Pretty soon you're going to be seeing it.
But there's one huge difference, Seth. I don't know if you've been watching it. Did you see when it started talking about the most profitable religions in the United States? Did you see the Mormons?
They're the most profitable church in the
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that
was insane.
They're banking.
Yeah. Anywhere between 500 and 700 billion. That's known.
There's an expose from one of the former. It was on one of the major news networks Sunday morning, I think it was. How they or 60 Minutes or something. Anyway, they exposed the financial. He was a former secretary to the financial department for the Mormons, and he released the number. And boy, they tried to put a hit out on him.
Wow.
Really?
When you got between 500 and 700 billion, that's insane.
Billions.
That's country money. That's like some more money than some countries.
Oh, that's more money than a lot of countries.
Yeah.
And you know what they do? See, they push everybody to get educated.
Yeah.
And you have to pay 10%. And they push everybody to get educated. It's like the closer to God you get is by being educated.
And they just elected their new president, and he's 93 years old.
Yes.
He won't live longer. I mean,
the one that just died invented something for the heart, for heart patients. Did you know that?
Very intelligent people.
Don't they have a university they have a university in Israel, Mormons?
They have a university in Hawaii, they have one in Idaho, and they have one in Utah.
I don't know about other countries.
Yeah, Brigham Young University.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, reputable. I know I'm ready to go. But reputable colleges. You know, they're Ivy League college. That's. Wouldn't
it?
JWs are totally jealous of Mormons.
Well, see, Jehovah's Witnesses made a big mistake by telling people not to get higher education all those years.
Right.
And not have children. That's why the Mormons have 24 million people.
So
right.
I want to present some new light, everyone.
Okay.
In the next 10 years, don't be surprised if there's a University of Jehovah's Witnesses somewhere.
You know, you might be right.
I don't know. If I am, don't quote me. It's not my idea. Well, they're going to take this idea now.
Maverick's going to be the professor. He'll be the dean of entry.
Calling you up, Maverick.
Now that they have higher education, or now that that's allowed, they might.
And then they'll turn around the first talk.
Sorry. And you know they got over 1,000 corporations.
Who?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they'll turn around. The first talk will be in the annual meeting. Will be, well, Jehovah always wanted us to be educated. Jehovah has educated people.
Just lie to everybody.
For goodness sake.
And the crazy thing about that too is, you know, you talked about 1,000 corporations the Jehovah's Witnesses are in.
Yeah.
Well, for example, Philip Morris, everyone knows that, but also the Mormons, they own huge stock in Coca-Cola. They're not even allowed to drink caffeine.
Right.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
it's like-
You drink coffee and tea, right?
Yeah.
And I understand they drink cola, but just not coffee or caffeinated tea.
What's with
Because
that?
I think they drink mostly cold beverages.
Well, they have to sell their Coke because they have stock in it.
Yeah.
well, no, they are allowed to drink soda. It used to be the case that they were not allowed. Long time ago, they couldn't
Right.
have caffeinated drinks. And then they kind of got lax on that, and they started allowing people who wanted to drink Coke and Dr. Pepper, and that was, allowed, but it was like the unspoken, like, okay. But the only thing that they cannot drink is coffee, even if it's decaf. They can't drink black tea or green tea or caffeinated tea. They can have herbal teas. They can have hot chocolate. And but most of them drink lemonade and ginger ale and stuff like that.
I have to learn about the religion I grew up around from her. And I didn't grow up around, my dad wouldn't anything, but I had a lot of.
KC, and if you trace back the origin of that non-coffee thing, it would have been one of their leaders saying, "Coffee's from the devil." You're not, and it would be just that one statement, and that's it. It's in stone.
My Bible study conductor told me when I was a teenager that girls were from the devil.
Oh,
my
boy.
goodness.
Yeah, let me ask you this, Seth.
We didn't want you to like girls.
You're newly out. Have you started researching all other religions and wanting to go?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? As a JW, I was one of those very well-informed Jehovah's Witnesses. I studied them back then. I did even more study when I got outside.
That's good.
I came just shy of going to others' meetings. Now I'll go to their meetings and just to kind of get the full taste.
Yeah.
But I definitely study them more now.
Because she's dove in, and I was like, wow, she knows about Baptists. And see, I didn't grow up anything, so I've had to learn
he
things from
actually
her.
did have a Christian background too, because he went to a private school that was Baptist.
That's because my grandfather wanted me to go to a Baptist school, and he forced the issue.
Yes.
But because my dad was agnostic, I guess the best way to describe it.
An agnostic is someone who doesn't know if they should believe in anything. He was a spiritual person. He was mostly like delving in Native American beliefs.
Correct.
Spiritualist. Yes. And anyway, and my dad's half Native, so that's why. And he gravitated more to that side.
Yeah.
But
he's a Christian now.
Yes, he's a Christian now. But I did learn, that's how I knew the Bible was from that school. But I just didn't believe in pretty much anything. I looked at the Bible as a history book more than a religious, spiritual book.
Well, but yeah, I mean, it's fun to learn and research what everybody teaches and believes. And I will say that I believe that the Mormon people are very, very kind, very giving.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I
And
agree,
for
because
Jehovah's
I've met
Witnesses, they're kind.
some that are very friendly.
Yes.
I think people second
that love their neighbor.
They're truly kind people. Even amongst JWs, they're just taught to treat certain people certain ways, and it's a taught thing. I don't believe their hearts really feel that way. I know mine did, because I was taught to do something. But when I left, obviously I look back and think, man, I really treated that kind of person awful, and how much I regret that. So it's just programmed. It's all programmed.
Right.
I agree, and I understand. And there are many decent ones, but some of, especially ones that aren't a company man, they ain't more so than those who are hardcore company man.
You're right,
Yeah,
Seth. Love is the answer.
And it's being a God or Jesus man, Bible man, more than being a company man.
That's actually a good point, Dallas. You're right. That's what to watch out for, being the company man. But see, like most young men in my 20s, I started a spiritual journey, and I started searching everything.
Coda, your butt stinks.
Because I wanted the truth. I wanted to know what something was. And it took me a long time to find everything,
Yeah.
Bye.
I
Bye.
consider myself a Christian.
Huh?
I'll leave it at that. You know.
You
And,
go.
and
Bye. Tink.
Bye.
we're all looking for truth, and and nobody has all the answers, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
Nobody has a complete picture. Otherwise, there'd be
We'd all know it, wouldn't
there'd
we?
be the governing body.
She's telling us she's
Not.
got to eat, guys.
Coco's saying
Coco.
can't pick
I
her
was
up.
wondering where.
She doesn't like me to hold her.
Yeah, she's a Chiweenie. We got Coco and Joey. And downstairs we have Chucky, who's a rat terrier and very vocal. And then a little Applehead Chihuahua. We have 4 dogs. And if I don't watch out, we'll have 10.
Dakota.
Oh no!
How old is Dakota now, Seth?
2.5.
Yeah, he's they get really comical and entertaining,
It's
aren't
so
they?
funny right now.
You have children,
He
Maverick?
is so funny.
No, I have a nephew at that age, a little bit, just a little bit older than Dakota. Yeah, I don't have any children now.
No, Dallas.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah, Joey.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, Coda's cousin. His name is Joey, and he's in love with Joey. So he heard Joey and said, "Joey."
Oh, cool. I have 2 children. My youngest is 31.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
No, I
My
don't have
oldest-
any. I don't have any kids.
Well, you have the dogs. They like you. They are like children,
our
aren't they? Yeah, they dogs and cats. Do they set? Do they?
Oh, hey, she's gonna bite you.
This is the feisty one. I just thought. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, to be extra. Yeah, to be conscious then.
Yeah, that's a Chiweenie. She's mad just because.
Is it trained to attack on when you say governing body or Watchtower? Governing body.
She needs to be in the insane asylum.
She is. Man, she's bit so many people. It's not even funny.
She's gotten better now since she's gotten older.
Where's my skin?
She don't have teeth.
Demon dog.
Who said that?
I know. Okay. Thank goodness she's missing a lot of teeth.
Deerhead, Chihuahua, and Dotson. That's just meant to be me.
As you can see, I can't pick her up. I tried.
I can't believe you even tried.
It's okay. She's
Hey, Coco,
she's
you
all
know I
talk.
wouldn't bother you. Yeah, that's
All talk. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end the live stream. I hope everybody has a great week and a great weekend.
later.
And
Take care.
Nighty
everyone.
night,
Y'all
all.
take care
Thank
now. Y'all take care.
You
All right,
beautiful people.
Dallas, Maverick, Seth, and your family. Glad you're here, guys. Thank you so much for signing on.
And thank you for having us.
Everybody
pleasure.
in the chat.
Thank you for having us on here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
it'll
on to the
be-
next
it'll
one.
be, Halloween.
oh yeah, next Saturday I'll have to make sure I dress up.
All right.
You
boy.
don't need to do that.
Oh, I like to do it. I don't
She
know.
loves dressing
Yeah,
up.
I
So
got-
tomorrow is still not sure if tomorrow will be
Most
maybe
likely
possibly.
we will, just for an hour.
Cool.
we'll
I'll
put
keep
it.
it.
We'll put in a notification now.
Okay, cool.
You say just for an hour. Is that how it's actually going to be?
No, it won't. But what we'll do, we'll sign on. It'll be like this one had a theme. We wanted to talk to people about this. Tomorrow will be just kind of like come hang out with us.
freestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Jason, the dude that does the music videos. Jason Green, where you just come hang out with me. I don't know.
Cool.
If you
Yeah.
He's a musician.
He's a famous bass player.
okay. Yeah.
Being that I'm a bass player, I would know.
Yeah. And thanks, Born JW, for coming on, and everybody calling, and of course CO Visit and Sue, and Happy thought she had to go already.
Oops.
And
It's okay, Joey.
Mr. D.
Oh,
and
real quick.
Christian.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Maverick, you
Hmm.
been playing any new songs lately?
Oh, good question. I've been listening to some REM. Funny enough, randomly.
Man, when you were talking a while ago, you were talking about songs that click in you and stuff.
Yeah.
And What's Your Frequency was in my head when you
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
Mhm.
Serious. Yeah.
because
I
that's
don't know.
a good finding yourself song when you leave a call.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm I've got so much variety of music I like. It's just too much to kind of. It's like when someone asks me, "Oh, what have you been listening to?" I'm like, "What was I listening to again?" It's all over the place, but
Look, man,
but
I
so
grew
much
up
stuff.
a
Yeah.
metalhead. I mean, well, I grew up a classic rock guy because Alice Cooper,
Yeah.
you
Me
know,
too. Me
just an old
too.
guy. So the
I'm a,
sweet,
I'm a child of the 80s, so I was old enough to really go backwards to the 70s, and it's like the Kinks, Rolling Stones,
I love it.
all those guys. And
Yeah.
then being into guitars and stuff, I just hang around. It was always guitar music, and now obviously as time goes on, I've kind of like to listen to so much stuff outside of guitar and band music. But yeah,
I don't know if you see the shirt, but that's who I was
yeah.
listening to the past couple of days.
Was it ARS?
Yeah, Atlanta Rhythm Section.
Oh, right. I'll have to brush up on it. I've probably heard some of their stuff, but I'm not sure if I heard anything from them.
Blues bass rock, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I would say Southern rock, but they're not technically Southern rock. So just blues.
Yeah. There's a lot. I tell you who I do like. His solo album was Izzy Stradlin's solo stuff.
That was Juju Hounds. Yeah, that was a good album, man.
Yeah. Because people kind of his sound is so much of Guns. It's like him and Slash is bouncing off each other, and you just take him out of it, and the sound would be completely different. And he's got that southern bluesy. Yeah. But I like so much.
I got a chance, man. That I don't talk about music stuff on or anything. I was a musician, a child of the late 70s and 80s, but moving to Los Angeles and being a musician, I got a cool chance, man, to have been there and saw some really good bands. And
yeah, I'm sure.
Guys playing in a lot of the different bands around the area.
Did you see Guns before when they were forming? You mentioned, I think you did.
I did.
You did see them in the Rainbow.
I think the first time I ever saw them was at Gazares. Seems like, or Palisades, one of the two. I think it was Gazares. And yeah, the first time I ever saw them was there. It was they were one of those bands. If they were on, it was phenomenal, and if they wouldn't, it was a disaster.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
there's so much overlap. I mean, there's not where I'm in London. There's a pub not that far away from me, and Eric Clapton and Jimi Hendrix played there before they were famous, like before they were well known. Or Eric Clapton was kind of known. It was a blues place.
Yep.
And Eric Clapton played here, and before they were, known around the world, it was just like jamming in a pub, that kind of thing. It's like it's crazy, these little spots around, like you would know them in LA. You have points of references where massive iconic bands are just like, they were just hanging out jamming there before they were. It's like,
all of my favorite bands are British, man. I mean, when I look, I do have my favorite American bands, but like the bands I loved and learned to play music from were all British bands.
Yeah, it's strange as well because from the UK perspective, I look to the States as well. It was kind of like backwards and forwards, but I wasn't really old enough to really take on the Beatles when they were like in their prime because I'm 52, so. I was more kind of growing up in the mid 70s onwards. Like that's when my music reference, Elvis was like massive in my family, and Motown and rock and roll and stuff like that. It was just like, Elvis. My dad was constant Elvis, like all day. Sometimes he would have Elvis on in the background, like.
It was the same here. It was like, being that I was one of the younger people in my community, I grew up on like CCR, Joe Cocker, of course the Eagles and their stuff had just come out. It was all new. Wishbone Ash, that the Beatles, as their later stuff come out, like Yellow Submarine Forward.
I mean, even Led Zeppelin.
Zeppelin,
I mean, like that was just like
Yardbirds.
before. Yeah, Yardbirds, as you know, that was just before. But then I would say like then you had like oh, what's his name?
Queen.
Yeah, I mean Van Halen. When Van Halen came out, I was like, whoa.
Man, I remember that first album. A friend of mine,
was good.
I was a teenager, and he got it, and he was like, "Man, you got to hear this." Now, I was already a Kiss fan, so hard rock creeping into my life, and
Yeah.
I just remember just sitting there going, "This is not real. This is unbelievable."
Yeah, I used to sneak off and go to metal gigs and rock gigs when I was a witness.
Oh wow, wow. That's sweet. But see, I got into it, in my more mature age. I mean, I'm 60.
Yeah.
So
Right, yeah. I'm not that far away.
I'm R&B and soul and jazz, but I still listen to the hard metal stuff and the rock.
I've calmed down a lot. I've calmed down a lot. I do tend to listen to a lot of Motown and like James Jamerson is one of my guys
I'm
that I
on
like.
this huge kick right now of Brothers Johnson. So
right.
are you familiar with them?
Yeah. There was hold on, I'm trying to think of someone else as well. Let's we're doing an after show music chill out, which is great.
Bass player for Brothers Johnson. That he's something. And of course Parliament,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say like when I was growing up in school, like this is when I was really young. It was like when the Police came out with Sting, and so it's like I had that kind of punkish, scarish kind of thing going on with them. Then you had the Clash, and then you had the Animals. All these guys, and it's just like
UK
all
subs. You can't forget the UK subs.
Yeah, true. And then from the States, I was into like the rawness of punk was there for me. So that's why I took to Guns, because Guns had the blues thing going on, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
And they had the blues thing going on plus the punk. They had that raw, and it was like, whoa, what a combo for me. That was it. I was sold, like.
That's one band that I'll say I'm really impressed with is Guns N' Roses because of some of the
early stuff.
Blended.
Yeah, it was that. I mean, Appetite was the album for me. I still listen to their stuff after. I still like the, but
good hard rock.
Yeah, I think a lot of them were really upset with the direction that Axl was going in for Use Your Illusions 1 and 2, but.
Yeah.
But then I just like everything else really, and I just sort of fluctuate between whatever. I'm this kind of comedian when it comes to music. I just go with what I feel like in the moment. But as a player, I love playing like I like playing rock. I like playing punk. I like playing jazz, funk, whatever. Yeah, you still play, Anthony? You play?
I do play some. I don't play very often anymore. I was learning some songs recently from Brothers Johnson.
Right.
But as you can see, arthritis has got me, man.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And it's disfiguring, so I have to.
Oh, that's really hard on you. Yeah.
So, but hey, I still stumble through it, and I played for a lot of years since I was 12 years old.
Yeah, so you've done a lot of. Oh wow, yeah. So the arthritis would be very challenging to.
Especially for a bass player, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you might find. Check out this is related to arthritis, but there's a magnetic field therapy. It's called PEMF.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've heard of it.
I have not.
It's really good for relieving. It's a pulse magnetic machines that we have that you can get different. There's so many of the medical we're off on a tangent now, but it's really important for like people who have arthritis or any kind of it repairs the tissue, the magnetic field that's just pulsed, and you don't feel it. You just put it on like a band, or you put it around like you could wrap it around your arm, and then you switch the machine on. It's like a little pad, and it sends a pulse magnetic frequency through your tissue, and it relieves
PEMF.
and repairs. Yeah, PEMF. Yeah, check it out. And It started off in the veterinary world of the racehorses. They use it to help them.
wow.
Yeah, and then it's now becoming much more common in medical to treat people and injury recovery, tissue repair, and it's really good. I mean, I have a small machine at home which I use, and I've noticed it helped because I had a back injury in my 20s, and yeah, that
Anything equine is, they go to the next level. They're going to make sure those horses are great.
Oh yeah, and I'm surprised that it's not as it is known when it's some areas of medical when the physiotherapists know about it, but they don't. They don't. It's not as common as it should be. I think I should have been widely known by now.
Yeah.
But it might help. You never know. It could relieve.
I'll give it a try, man. At this point,
Yeah.
like right now, I'm trying something that it's a peptide. So we'll see.
Right.
Supposed to be for mitochondria. So we'll see. It's supposed to have some really good effect.
The great thing about this PEMF, apparently, because I've done a lot of I've known about it for like about 10 years now, and it's non-invasive. It's really not invasive at all. It just sends a rhythmic magnetic pulsed field into your tissue, and it energizes the cells at cellular level. So it repairs the cells at cellular level. It's really good. I mean, have a little check out of it. You have my email anyway, so I can send you some stuff.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody's saying bye, Anthony.
Yeah, everyone's saying bye.
Yeah, I was just going on and I forgot. Here's Jenny right here saying some stuff. I am so sorry, guys. I wasn't even paying attention.
I think everyone could jump onto Rick's show probably right now.
Yeah, this is my name.
Bye, everybody in chat.
I sang Jimi Hendrix songs. Oh, cool. Google her rock and roll. Okay, Jenny Bold as Love. You know who that is, Maverick?
Jenny Bold as Love? No. Is she in the chat?
No. It's Jenny Parfum was telling me to check it out.
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know that one.
My name on YouTube was Jenny Bold as Love. I sang Jimi Hendrix. Oh my.
Oh, seriously? Okay, we'll check that out. Yeah.
Man, that is cool, Jenny.
I will check her out.
Wow, I love Hendrix. No, that's another one I remember from my youth, of course.
Yeah.
Look at my songs, I deleted everything. Oh no. Do you know he has a brother, Leon? Yes, I did know that. And I am personal friends with a guy that played drums with him. I also played with Hendrix. He played with Little Richard. Alvin Taylor. He played with, you know Alvin? Okay. Alvin is super.
So Hendrix is drummer. You knew him?
Well, this guy played some with Hendrix.
With it, right, yeah. What's his name again? Mitch.
Mitch played with him in both bands, I think.
Wow.
But Alvin played studio. If you look at studio recordings, you'll see Alvin Taylor. Right. But Alvin also played with Little Richard, and he played with the original guitar player from Fleetwood Mac. What was his name?
Oh,
yeah, solo career in the late
Lindsay. Not Lindsay was
no. Before Lindsay.
Before Lindsay. I don't know.
God, Ebony Eyes was the song he sang. Ebony Eyes. Anyway, Alvin was the drummer for him, and
wow, yeah, fantastic.
I remember when I first met him, I thought he was kidding me. I was like, oh, he was serious, because it was a band I liked, Billy Thorpe, and he had a song called "Children of the Sun." And I was a huge fan of Leland Sklar then. And Leland,
people are saying bye to us in the chat.
Was the drummer.
Yeah. A few people are saying bye. Bye,
everybody. Look, we got to go.
We got to go. Yeah. We'll have to do a little different thing on our own.
Bold as Love is a song of Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Little Wing is a fantastic song. Jimi Hendrix, Little Wing. What a song.
And what is it? Spanish Castles?
Yeah.
For some reason, I want to say Spanish Fly, but I know that's not Spanish Castles.
Yeah.
There's so many songs by Hendrix that's amazing. But isn't that weird? Do you have a hard time remembering song names sometimes?
Yeah, definitely.
You get a sound. You know, the
They're
chord-
definitely, or I'll remember them, but when I need to remember them, they're just gone. As soon as someone asks me, like when you asked me, "Oh, what am I listening to?" I'm like, "I don't know, drawing blanks here. What was I listening to?" Oh
Well,
dear.
look, man, I'm gonna run over. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
take
run
care.
downstairs, grab something to eat, and
Sure,
we'll just
sure.
take care of
I'll
the
let
show.
you go. Take care. We'll
Yeah, you too, Maverick. Talk
take
forever.
care. Nice one. Take care. Good
You
night.
too, man. Good night.